Awesome. Irana, would you like to introduce yourself and let us know what it is that you do?
Just a formal introduction. Is it Irana? All right, Rena. All right. Sorry. How do we pronounce the name?
Arina.
Oh, Arina. Okay, no problem, Arina.
Sorry about that, Arina.
So just a quick introduction. When you're finished, you'll pass the mic over to Clarence.
Oh, sure. Okay. Thanks so much, guys. So my name is Arina Manu, and I am a master moderator here on Clubhouse. I help clients create their rooms and help them moderate. I'm also a business owner of Jelly Balls 10X, where we bring fun to you and create team bonding events for you. And I am, as of lately, a explorer of 10KCARDS, and I'll just yield the mic to Clarence. I'm also a business owner.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the 10K family. I know you're going to definitely purchase the card because they are phenomenal, and they are definitely a game changer to be able to leave a digital footprint behind when you leave people. It's a beautiful thing without having to have your business card in your hand, having to remember to grab your business cards or forgetting to grab them. You always have your phone in your hand, so you always have your business card with you. Just a click of a button. My good brother Clarence, did you make it to the mic?
I am here. Hey, how's everybody's evening?
I am
wonderful.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That's good. I'm Clarence Tillman, owner of Tillman's Home Restoration, LLC. Remodel houses. Today was the first time I used my 10K card to share, and it got shared around a lot. And then one of my clients, I gave him the card, and it's the first client to have it on his phone as if it like the little app part. You know, you save it to the dashboard or whatnot.
Yeah.
So the home screen. I was with Gilbert and I did it. He already knew I was on. So he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it's on. I did have a question. Yeah, I did have a question. It's for Sean. Sean, the other day when I was up here, you said something about, I think upgrading me and then giving me something to give to someone else. Wasn't sure of what that was, or if I was supposed to call you or text you or something for it. But I still need to. I'm listening.
All right, Clarence. So step one, let me send you. Because the same night we were on stage, you balls up and you said, "Sean, I'm becoming a partner today." I like that shit. So I'm sending you the registration right now. Text me. Okay. I'm texting you my number. Shoot me a text message on the number I'm sending to you right now.
Okay. I should have. Let me check my. Can you still hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool.
The only reason I text you the number, I'm the kind of guy that if I say call you, I'll send you my number immediately. The reason for that, I want to cut a step. I want to cut out the step. I don't need you to go to your phone book trying to find me. Nope, call me. Here's my number. Although I know you have my number, call me. Here's my number.
You should. I should be in there because I definitely have you saved.
Clarence, you miss a hack I was trying to share with you. I'm dealing with people on the highest productivity level, right? Whenever they say call me, they put it in immediately. So in a fraction of a second, I just squeeze the number, and then guess what? We're in touch.
Yeah, I had your number from the first day I got the car. You were texting. You should have my text message.
I'm gonna say it again. You completely missed me.
Oh,
remember, you gotta see this as a mastermind session. You have your mastermind sessions. You have your regular discussions. I'm trying to share with you a productivity tool that's gonna help you to move faster than most people. You with me on that one, right? Anytime I tell someone to call me, I normally leave the number immediately when I say to call me. Because when I say call me, I don't need you to have to go look for the number. If it takes you 4 seconds to find the number, that's 4 seconds you could have saved doing something else. So it's something, if it makes sense to you, you can start practice doing that with your clients as well.
Okay.
And you're gonna end up getting more out of your time with individuals. Okay, that's all I wanted to share with you, brother.
Okay. All
right. So shoot me a text on the number that I just sent you there, and then let me send you. You did that already?
I did. Yeah. You already saved in my phone.
There we go. Let me see.
And I should be saving yours.
I do actually have you saved as well. But
Yeah,
I remember, I have over 100 correspondents coming in daily, Clarence. So the time that it will take for me to go and search and type in Clarence and all the fucking bullshit, I'm trying to cut through all that fat. That's what I'm trying to share with you, bro.
I got you.
Okay.
So I'm about to shoot you a phone call right now too.
The call I wouldn't take. I'm on stage. You serious? I'm gonna text you on that, bro. Let's talk on stage here. You got jokes. All right, let me see.
But yeah, today effectively, like she said she wasn't sure that she was well, I think she's on the phone. If she was ready to get it or not, I can tell her right now it's already paid off. I paid $100, and today I got 2 more clients just off my client sending it and it being on his home screen, and it's a real easy way for him to get it and send it. And I showed him how to share it to everybody that he needs shared to. And he was like, okay, I'm going to share it to my wife. I'm going to put it on my wife's phone like this. I'm like, okay, bet. He say less.
Yeah.
But they're not more so in the field. I think he's retired. But if I could talk to his wife and get her to get a 10K card, because Gilbert was showing her the features of it and everything of that sort. She seemed like she was interested, but I'm gonna see how she feel about it, and how many times she actually shares it on to future clients for me, because she said already she was going to share the number and everything. I did have a question though. One of the features on there, is there a feature, if I may ask, for clients to look at a schedule and set an appointment?
If there's clients to look at a schedule, one second. Let me blow my favorite.
It's echoing out. That shit.
Yeah. No, that's me. All right, let me put that on mute. Okay, is this any better?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. So what to do? We have a product. That's called the Blue Diamond Upgrades. The Blue Diamond Upgrade is going to create any form to solve any problem that you're experiencing. So if you want to create a form where someone can set an appointment for you, we can create that for you. If you want to create a form that have someone give you a feedback or a survey on the presentation you make or whatever, we can do that for you. If you want to do a survey to provide someone with an estimate and just have them send you all the raw data, we can put that together for you. Okay. So our goal is to listen to the needs of the client. We can put it together for you. Any basic form that we put together for you, we charge $100 for it. Do you have to buy it from us for $100? Absolutely not. You can get it from anywhere else, or you can take your time and figure it out. But I'm in the space of productivity. What will take you, let's say 3-4 hours to do, we can probably do it in 5-10 minutes. So I'd rather pay for something that I suck at and then focus on what I'm really good at and double down on what I'm really good at. So I'm normally very transparent when it comes to this kind of stuff, brother.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a couple of things I would like to add onto my 10K card. We'll talk about it for sure. I definitely want to do so my clients is able to give reviews, and it goes to like my Google and different sites, so the reviews can show up. I want them to be able to have full access to everything.
There you go.
Okay, well, everything's good. It's good. You know what I mean? Add up the photos, the videos. I kind of want to, print my card out.
Very good, very good. And the reason for that is when you get someone's attention, why not maximize on it?
Right.
When you get someone's attention, why waste their time? There's no guarantee they're going to be here again tomorrow. You're going to be here next week. No. You have their attention now. Use it. So that's one of the things that we believe in. All right. So step one. Let me text you right now the affiliate link so you can sign that up. Also, let me ping a client of mine here into the room. Boom, 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 boom. Megan, come join us. All right, that's Megan. And you're back, Juliet.
Okay, I'm about to mute.
You got it, brother.
Yes, I'm back.
All right, Julie, just I want to make something very, very clear with everyone on stage, right? When you're an affiliate partner, your affiliate tracking link is already connected to your card that says order your 10K card now. Whenever we are on stage, I normally have the client make their payment now, and when they make their payment now, we actually compensate the team members on stage the same day or the next day. The reason for that is when someone pay online, those online payments are made available on the 26th of each month. And whenever I'm doing something with my moderators, while we are figuring all of this out, I like to get money into their hands as soon as possible. So instead of having to say, oh, let's wait until this and let's wait until that, nope, that's not what I do. So anytime you guys are out and you're out and about and a client click on the order your card now, that automatically goes to your account, no problem. But whenever we're in these rooms, my focus is on closing the deal now. Why? Most people suffer from paralysis analysis and they're easily distracted. So anyone that get a chance to come into my presence and they catch me in a real-time conversation, it's either we're taking action or they can be somewhere else. So I just want to make sure we always put it out. Any questions you guys have for me, by the way, doesn't matter what the question is. Always feel free to open up the mic and let me know what's up. Okay, Queen Juliet?
Yes.
Queen Juliet.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
All right, Queen.
So did we get Arana? Is everything sorted out?
We did. I sent her the invoice. It's late where she's at right now, so I'll give her until tomorrow morning to settle that.
Oh, not Nina. Arana.
Irana. Oh yeah. We spoke. Yeah, we spoke to Irana. So I wanted to check out the other profiles, get comfortable, and then when she is ready and she's comfortable to move forward, then boom, it's time for her to pull the trigger.
Sounds good.
That's it. Let me see. Oh yeah. Fix your fame. Stop texting me, distracting me. Fix your fame. Come take the mic. Let's talk. Let me give my partner here a couple minutes because he's tired. In his country, I think it's like maybe 5 in the morning. Fame, what time is it in the morning? Albino.
Yeah, it's 12 minutes past 5 a.m.
Holy crap! There we go. I mean, you said you want to be successful, right?
Yes, but I gotta go to the gym tomorrow in the morning or today in the morning, so I gotta get some rest before I go to the gym.
That's right. Just for you guys to know, I've partnered up with Black Albino and we're working on a project. It's called 10K Swipe Up. What 10K Swipe Up is going to be doing is we're going to be running a 60-day campaign where we're getting individual 10,000 organic followers. How, one may ask, is that possible? Well, it's very simple, and that's a great question. What we do, we have relationships with influencers, very influential people on the app. So what we do is that we either A, collaborate with them, or B, we get the major influencers, pay them their rate, and get them to promote the account that we have our clients on. So anyone, and the reason I'm doing this quick intermission with Albino is because I know he's going to go to get some rest, but I wanted to give him a little plug really quick before he leaves. So Albino, what's the reason for the organic followers versus the inorganic followers? Let's start with that one, step one, to put some perspective on things.
Yes, there are two ways to raise numbers for sure, but the one with the 10,000 organic followers, I don't know anybody who is offering that, first of all. Second one is that if you have 10,000 people, you have a lot of reach, you have a lot of people you can talk to, you can also sell your product to them. Okay, so imagine if you have the 10K card and you have 10,000 people you can talk to, you just need 10 sales and you got to get those $1,000. And yeah, as soon as you reach the 10,000 followers, you can use that swipe up function on Instagram.
A swipe up feature is really great because you can use that on your story. People can directly swipe up to your 10K card, or they can directly swipe up to any link you link on your story. So it's really, really easy to increase more sales in future. And imagine we got influencers from 100,000 followers up to 1 million followers. And we have 100 slots for you. So imagine what kind of reach and value we can add to your profile in 60 days. Okay, when like a 1 million follower influencer, big influencer, is like posting that their followers should follow you. So that's insane.
So so why the organic followers versus the inorganic followers? Why should someone go for the organic followers?
Yes, because the inorganic followers, they're adding no value to your profile. It's important to also get the engagement rate right. Okay, so if you got there are a lot of people out there, they have like 50,000 followers, but if you check their engagement rate, they only have 26 likes. Today I was at the introducing group. There was somebody who was calling himself like a social media expert, and he had like 17,000 followers, and I checked his latest picture and it's just had 6 likes. So I was asking him, why do you just got 6 likes? And he was like, hey, I just posted it 5 hours ago. But that's completely bullshit. Okay, he's trying to scam people, and you have you gotta protect yourself of those people, and you gotta get your profile right, because the first thing what people see is like the followers. The second thing what people see are your engagement rate, and if it's not on point, it doesn't help you. But our program, our new strategy, is helping you to get real people, real organic followers with real engagement rate to your.
And with the swipe up feature, tell the audience exactly what a swipe up feature is for anyone that don't know.
Yes, the swipe up feature is a feature you can add onto your story. So people can, you can link any website as soon as you reach 10,000 followers on Instagram. Swipe up feature you just can use as soon as you reach 10,000 followers on Instagram. It's not possible if you have like 9,000 followers or something like that. As soon as you reach 10,000 followers, you can use it. You can link any website, you can link any profile, you can increase more sales because you can link your product. People can directly swipe up to it and they can directly buy it.
Beautiful. So what I'm hearing you say is anything you're promoting on Instagram and you have the swipe up feature, you literally can have a call to action button by using the swipe up feature. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Bingo. All right, my brother. We are on. All right. So does anyone have any question for Black Albino before he leaves? And just for you guys to know, this is a program that we're starting up on the 1st of August, where we're going to have one of our main accounts following 100 members. We already have a couple paid clients that's already there. And once we build the list of 100, we're going to close off that program for 60 days. And then whoever is on the program for 60 days will benefit from all the marketing and promotion we're doing. And even once they pass the 10,000 followers before the 60 day, we'll still leave them on the program to maximize their effects. One of the things we do, as I mentioned, we will collaborate with a lot of influencers. So when it's time to spike the algorithm and get onto the Explore page, we kind of know a thing or two about that. And that's how Instagram pick up on your post and actually put you on their Explore page. And the right post at the right time can change the conversation dramatically. All right, so with that said, Black Albino, let me go have you get some rest, and let me focus on the 10-day CashFlow Challenge with the team members here, okay? Sounds good, my brother?
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much.
You got it, brother. When you schedule the room for us tomorrow, how many days a week you want us to do a room together? I will commit to half an hour to an hour. How many days a week work for you for that?
We can do every day. Maybe we can do it upfront your 10KCARDS cash flow.
No, let's do it separate because I want people to be laser focused on their conversation. We can answer and ask our question. The purpose of the 10-day cash flow is to get individuals to push more for their business. So when we're focusing on this nitty-gritty of this room, I will mention the 10K swipe up as just a sponsorship of the room. But I want to go laser focus on the 10K swipe up room. So we're going to chop it up tomorrow. Go get some rest. And we'll come up with a time as to when we're going to be doing the 10K swipe up room. And then we're going to start scheduling it. Sounds good?
All right, perfect. Talk to you.
You got it, brother. Appreciate you, fam. All right.
Good night to
And
everybody.
you got it. And we are back. So where were we, Juliet? Where were we?
Yeah, so I wanted to hear from Black Bio, and I just heard what he's doing, so that's good. I'll be looking forward to when the program starts on the 1st.
Okay, you got it, my dear.
Yeah.
You got it. What we're doing as well, we're also taking clients in now, and then once the clients come in, we already start giving them exposure up until the 1st. So if it's you first.
Yeah, how do we find what's the costs?
Oh my! It's $1,000. We're only opening it up for 1 to 100 members, and it's a 60-day program. 1,000, 60 days, 10,000 followers, 10,000 organic followers. So let me share with you exactly what the strategy includes.
Okay.
We collaborate with influencers not only on Clubhouse but also on Instagram. We go after people with 1 million plus followers, and depends on what the relationship we have with these individuals. We can literally get someone to say. So, for an example, we can pay the right influencer up to $10,000 to promote the program, and all they have to do is to tell their followers, go follow this page and everyone that this page is following. Since we're only following 100 people at maximum, it's easy for the followers of the influencer to go execute that mission. As a cash giveaway, we can probably be giving away like maybe $1,000 a day for 7 days, while we have the influencer pushing and promoting the program. Do you see how that can work?
Yes, I can see it.
Right. And then also with the 10K card, we'll be collaborating with a lot of rooms. And when we're doing the collaboration of the rooms, we're going to have the 10K swipe up be sponsors within those rooms as well. So when you're talking about getting attention and getting in front of people, we have multiple strategies that we'll be using. You know, you can take your time, as we always say, you can try to walk the path by yourself, but if you walk the path with others, you'll get there much faster. And it'll be a lot more fun. Because a lot of the members along the way is gonna enjoy the journey.
All right, sounds good. Somebody's on the road.
Oh yeah, no, that's me. I'm sitting by the pool.
Oh, okay.
Right. So the cars are driving over on the other side.
Got you.
If it wasn't raining, I probably would have jumped in after this call. Yeah, I'm good. Yep, I'm good. All right, so with the 10-day challenge, guys, what we're focused on is pushing individuals to do more for their business than they would normally do. So let's get into you for this evening, Julie. Let's do some role playing. What objections are you experiencing when speaking to people about your 10K card?
I haven't had any objections yet.
That's my kind of girl. That is my kind of girl. Melissa, don't be influenced by my response to Juliet. What objections are you experiencing?
Not at this time.
All right.
I don't. It's not worth my time like that.
Smart girl. Smart girl. And I'll tell you why he's smart girl. If you have to convince a whale that he needs water, leave that whale on the shore to die.
I'm learning that from you.
Yep, because whales were designed to drink water, and if you can't see that, sorry, not drink water. Well, yeah, of course, drink water. But whales were designed to be in the water, and if you want to argue with you for his own benefit, against his own benefit, then I suggest you leave that crazy formula alone. Every business owner that reject a digital business card that can connect them with someone simultaneously, instantly sorry. I would not encourage too much energy in that department, because those things are very draining. And while you're draining yourself out in one area, you can be serving someone else in another area. So just always be very mindful of that fact right here, guys.
Exactly. And I know it's like,
No, I don't. I'm very, very intentional and selective about the people that I'm talking to about this, because not everyone's going to get the vision.
That's right.
Not everyone's going to get it and see the value in it right away. And the question is, do I really want to spend time trying to convince them of the value in the goods? However, I wouldn't mind knowing how to overcome those objections.
Right.
Because there might be just some people who genuinely don't get it. They do want to get it.
That's right.
So yeah, it would be. I think it would be handy to know how to overcome some of those objections, even though I haven't had anyone object yet.
Right. And if ever the objections come, all you have to do is bring it to the table, and you'll see how easily I will help you with those. Because objection just simply means the client is unaware as to why they would want to consider this, and why they would. Look, okay. Irene is on the phone. I was going to use her as an example. But Clarence, you're in the building? Hey, Clarence, you're in the building, brother?
I'm here. I'm doing what you told me to do right now.
I love that, man. I love that. As soon as you're finished registering, go to your email, confirm your email, log in, and then just copy your affiliate link and send it over to me.
Okay.
So let me put you on the spot here for a second, Lawrence.
I'm listening.
When Clarence first saw the card, Clarence saw the basic version and he saw the affiliate version. And then Clarence said, look, let me start off with the basic version and I'll come back and I'll get the affiliate. Not a problem. So the same evening Clarence came to the room, he literally upgraded his card the same evening because he saw the value. Clarence, what spiked you? What motivated you to upgrade your card?
Just the fact that my clients was able to it's just the whole 10K for me.
Right.
It's way much easier, way much faster. I can just send it to my client through text message or share it through the app itself. Either one, they get it, they click on it, they're able to share it, their sales to anybody who needs our services. It's the whole, and then I put it on Facebook Marketplace because I had some kitchen cabinets that was in the house, and I was just giving them away to those that's getting new houses, that's going through land bank services that need kitchen cabinets and stuff. And I got flooded today.
Damn,
just putting it there. I didn't put my name on there. I mean, I didn't put like my phone number or nothing like that. I just put Clarence10K.com.
That's right.
That's how you can reach us. And
that's right.
Emails, messages, phone calls, everything. I was like, yeah, I'm so it was so much easier. Instead of, okay, here's phone number, here's this, here's that. I already have it copied in my Facebook.
That's right.
So I just go straight to my Facebook, copy, put it right there, boom, send it. I don't even have to do anything. It's really just that simple. And
I'm
trying to sell this product to nobody or put nothing on nobody. You can't force a horse to drink water.
That's right.
You lead them there. You can just show them. I'm serious. I've only had the car for maybe 3 or 4 days. I seen my cousin with it. He was like, "Oh man, look at this car, man! Boom, boom, bam, bam." I'm like, "I want one."
There you go. That's it.
That's just instant. I want one. Like, how do you have all this stuff and I don't get it? I need that.
That's it. That's it. I love that.
Literally 2 minutes later, my cousin was on the phone with Sean. They had a brief conversation, and my cousin handed his phone over to me, and I was like, "Yo, what do I need? What do I have to do?"
That's it. There you go.
And so far, it's been easier to do that because it's a virtual card. It's just so much easier to copy, paste, send.
That's right. In fact,
nothing else. You get everything in it. You get my Facebook, my Google, my Instagram, my everything.
Oh, but Clarence, I'm about to hit you with a copy paste send now. Did we show you how to create the shortcut?
Hold on.
Oh man, I got to put you onto this one now.
I think I already have the shortcut where I have it on my home screen.
No, that's one. There's another one. Let me put you on. Go to your card. Go to your card right now.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Click on it. Just send it over there to you.
Oh, I forgot I put my card right down there with the phone and the messages. Okay, it's like that.
There we go. So when you're on your card, I want you to click on it and choose share my card.
Oh, that's what I've been using.
Right? No. I'll put you on, bro.
Okay.
So click on share my card for me.
Okay.
When you click on share my card, go to choose copy. Choose copy.
Okay. Got copy.
Okay. Now go to your iPhone settings.
Oh wait, hold on, man. That's something I ain't know about. Okay, I'm there.
Once you go to your iPhone settings, choose general.
Okay.
Then after you finish choosing general, choose keyboard.
Keyboard.
Yep.
I'm there.
After keyboard, choose text replacement. Text replacement.
Okay, I'm there.
And then click on the top right corner. Click on the plus
sign.
Yep. So when you see phrase, I want you to click on the button that says. So when you see phrase, I want to type Clarence10K.com.
Okay, because it got.
I had to do an extra step that was not important, but it's all good. So enter Clarence10K.com, one word.
Doing it right now. Okay. Okay.
All right. And then in the shortcut, I want you to click on. In the shortcut, I want to type 10K. So the shortcut, type 10K.
10K. Got it.
That's right. And then save.
Save.
Yep. Go to your text message to me now and just type 10K. Yo, I swear I love Banks. Every time Banks come in the damn room, the room gets full.
Oh, that's what's popping. Now I gotta
Banks.
get fast away.
Banks. All right, good. So now you see what just happened there, Clarence, yes?
No, that's a whole different ball game.
Why, thank you, sir. So the next time you see me at the mic and I'm trying to share something to you, shut the fuck up and listen.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
I'm trying to talk to you and you're just here trying to talk back at the same damn time.
I apologize, brother.
No, it's all good. I said, brother, this is the challenge room. I'm going to challenge you in this room. So when you leave this room, bro, you just come out differently, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
But let me get some love to my boy Banks. Banks always come with the whole damn army. I don't know how the hell he does it. Mr. Banks, you in the building?
What's going on, son? How you doing, man?
Banks,
I always appreciate you, man.
You know you're my brother from another mother. Come on, Banks. You hit me the curveball today. I like that one.
you know I wasn't playing.
Yo, I never heard that one before. So you got me in left field with that one.
Did I dunk on son?
I love that, man. Yo, that was so your topic this evening. But what I'll do, let's give the people some love in the room this evening. Brother Banks, why did you choose 10K cards? Tell us why.
I mean, can I be real honest?
Be real honest. Do not lie to my goddamn face.
I mean, I really wanted to rock with Sean, y'all. You know, the card, I like the person more. I'm just playing. Nah, the card is real clean. It's better than the rest of the programs I've seen. You know, it does all the things I want. You know, and I like the 100% customer service that I'm able to get. You know, I get a great conversation with this guy. And I look forward to all my affiliates and all my mentees that's part of our program. Make sure they're getting their cards. So I know I've been talking to Sean about getting them cards and stuff. So I like it because it's slick. I mean, I can't tell y'all all the secret upgrades I want Sean to put on mine. You know, just yet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just want to say I got 10K card. I use it. This is Mr. Banks, and I authenticate this product. This is Mr. Banks.
There you go. I love it, Mr. Banks. And the reality of the situation, Banks, there are so many other companies out there that you can be rocking with. Why choose to rock with 10K cards?
I mean, my favorite is the QR code. Right. I like the QR code portion of it, directly to my card. The other ones, first of all, they don't give me no commission too. Right. I do like the commissions, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. Hey, we are in business, okay?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can make commission on my business card. Like, that's a new level of hustle. So that's I love it. If I could just get that payment button on there, you know, from King,
Well, why you think he came in the room this evening? Why you think he came in the room this
You feel me?
my brother?
How you doing, fellas?
What's up, fam? How are you? Real quick, JLo, tell the people who you are and why is such an excitement having you in the building.
Well, my name is Jason King, and I'm a big fan of 10KCARDS. That's who I am. I am also the founder of Payment Financial, in short, alternative to PayPal and Square for service-based businesses. So, Mr. Banks, we do have an option for you. So I'll connect with you directly. I won't take up too much time in 10K's room, but it's all love here, and I'm here to support 10K and anyone that is using Linktree or any of those other competitors. It's time to switch over to 10KCARDS. That's my 2 cents, and I'm sticking to it.
I love it. And one of the things I'm proud to tell you guys is that we're actually working on adding payment, which if I don't get it tomorrow, I'll give King JLo the permission to kick my ass on that one. But we're adding payment as one of our payment portals because if we want to really make a change in the industry as we're claiming, we have to genuinely work with each other. And saying it is one thing, getting up and take action is something completely different. Also, JLo, you're going to be so happy with one of the new features that we're offering. So I thought about it today, JLo. You're going to like this one. So we're now creating the digital promo card. The digital promo card. So what that does, it will give the clients 4 contact points. And you in particular is going to like this shit now. So think of this, JLo. On your platform, you're going to be offering the digital promo card. That's in collaboration with 10KCARDS. So the client will get 4 contact points. Contact point number 5 is going to say, subscribe to payment. And contact point number 6 is going to say, upgrade your 10K card. So when they click on contact number 5, they head into the world that you want to promote because you're the one who exposed them to 10KCARDS. So your 5th button coming as the co-sponsor with me. And then when they click on upgrade your card, then they go to the 10K card website. What do you think of that strategy, brother?
I actually love that. So let me make sure I have this understanding properly. So let's say Mr. Banks and his accounting firm, he refers someone to 10KCARDS. On that person's card, it will have Mr. Banks.
That is correct.
That is genius.
Yes, sir. Because Mr. Banks just became the co-sponsor. Okay, and this is where it gets crazy, guys. I want everyone to listen to me very, very careful. Button number 6, that say upgrade your 10K card, is going to have your affiliate link. That's where it went bananas, JLo. Because what happened, Banks, and I want this to really set in, guys, because this was so big. While I was on the way to lunch this afternoon, and I spoke to one of my partners, and I told him I was going to just release this. I was only going to do it for like 10 people in the beginning, JLo. But my goal is literally to give the most in everything that I'm doing to our clients. So when I thought about it, bro, I'm like, Sean, you release this right now, there's no one in the history that'll be able to come close to what you're offering. Because what we're going to be doing with this one, JLo, is literally automatically opening up the gates to hundreds of commission salesmen for you. Hundreds and thousands of commission salesmen for the individual. Because what's going to happen now is when you give someone a free sample, they're going to have your affiliate link on their card. They're going to have your affiliate link on their card. And the payment sponsored card is going to be a link straight to the payment platform. Whether you want to put the payment digital card on it, whether you want to put King JLo's digital card on it, or whether you want to put sign up with JLo with our payment today. So anyhow that you see it best to serve your company, that's the button we're going to put at option number 5.
I like it. I approve.
Yeah, that man. Look, that stuff is so simple. And the way the idea was born, I was supporting a brother on. He was doing a webinar. This was a coach. You guys will see Coach 10K. So Coach brought me onto a webinar. I sat there, chilled for a minute, and I was only going to give away like 10 cards. And then after I sat in there, I saw the energy that was being created, and I saw it was a group of entrepreneurs. I said, every entrepreneur deserves a card like this. So I made the announcement, and I gave away 10. It's not 10, sorry. I looked at the room and see everyone that was there, and I just built a quick intake form, and have everyone in the room get access to one of those cards. Literally, Coach told me his analytics went up by 85%. The traffic that he's now getting to his business, JLo, is 85%. In fact, let me see if we can ping his ass to the room so he can give his testimony. I don't want anyone to think that I'm the one who's coming up with these numbers. I'm like, no, Coach, you need to put that shit on the goddamn video, and let's put that video out into circulation. Because when the analytics start going up because of using 10K cards, that's a different ballgame altogether, King. That's a different ballgame because more attention on your brand now. You know? That's it.
We talk about this all the time, Sean. We're in that season too of true collaboration. You know, how can my business, my opportunities benefit you? And if you're sharing, 10K cards to somebody else, you deserve to take a piece of the pie. That's just the way, it should work. And
that's right.
I'm big on the affiliate program, hence why we have our affiliate program. Because if you're bringing customers to me, then I should definitely compensate you for that. So we've been giving all these platforms, like Clubhouse, we've given these platforms one too many opportunities to just take, and we got nothing out of it. So
that's right.
We build our platforms. We're definitely focused on helping others, empowering others, because when you win, I win. So that's right. That's the way I appreciate the promo card.
That's right. Uncle Banks, step in and tell us about what the promo card will mean for you and your organization, brother. And any question you have on it, go right ahead. Ask any question you have on it.
I mean, for me, I like to be able to have the streamlined, because my mentees, what we've been doing is sharing a lot of financial literacy tips that our programs offer. And so there's many different courses that our website offers. So one of the biggest benefits for the mentees, what they're able to do is keep a sleek, streamlined, basically a menu of all the different things that they can earn commission on. So for me, it allowed them to really scale rapidly and keep from fumbling the ball. They can just send their link to the person and really helps them navigate to their website. So I really like it, man. I think it's going to be great for the organization.
That's it. And, the good thing is, how can we always keep adding value to our people? When you look at how you can add value to someone, man, that's when you start winning, Professor. Too often we're trying to think of this me conversation. No, forget about me. How can we make it a we conversation? How can we make it a us conversation? Because when you include others in your goals and dreams, then it becomes much more achievable. And that's what excites me. So when it
becomes much more enjoyable too. I've always you want to continue circling, building your table with other people that have grabbed for the check as well, rather than you being the only one that grabs for the check.
There we go.
That's important that we continue to empower our people in everything that we do. So I appreciate all of you. So back to you. My apologies, Cut.
Oh man, you're so funny. There's no apologies in this room, bro. This is the challenge room. And man, Jilly, you're gonna like this one. I'm not sure if you know of the philosophy behind the challenge, but what we do here is we actually encourage individuals to make 10 phone calls every day regarding their business, send 10 SMS messages every day, 10 social media messages every day, and speak in front of an audience of 100 or more, promoting their business. We have them pushed to do that every day for 10 days. And then when people ask, okay, so how can we contact you? Then is when they tell them about the 10K card. That program has been going so well, you have no idea. Because people are literally coming back and saying, well, yeah, my business is growing. Of course your damn business is growing because now you're pushing it more. Now you're being intentional about your success. And sometimes we fall off of that and we just need someone to challenge us and put us back on track. So that I'm enjoying the crap out of, guys. What's your take on that? What's your take on that, Mr. Banks? I'm going to be bothering the crap out of you tonight, sir. You and JLo, you guys not getting away this evening. When we have celebrities in the building, we have to make sure we use the time wisely. Wait a minute. Let me get this clear. Mr. Banks, did you cut your hair off or are you trying to play with me?
Oh, no, that was a joke. That was a throwback picture.
Oh, that better be a joke. You had me there for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. Did Banks cut his damn hair off?
I used to have that low cut like you, Sean. I used to have it.
How long it took to grow it back up?
It's about 5 years now.
Oh, okay, there you go. That's what's up. That's prosperity coming through right here, man. You just landed full Samson. Shit. All right, so, Ms. Mac, what do you want to share with the individual this evening about basically mining their business? Because it's a very powerful topic right there. Mining their business. What do you have to share with the people?
I mean, you know, Luke chapter 14, verse 28, it said, which of you sit down to build a tower and not first count the cost to build that tower? So part of your minding your business, whether you're trying to extract income, you need to understand what's going out, what's coming in. So, and what is it going to take to get there? And what is the finish line? So while you minding your business, you need to be counting the coins. It's Mr. Banks.
Well done. Love that. Does anyone on stage have any question for Mr. Banks or King JLo? What JLo does is provide the alternative to payment, which in my opinion is going to go bigger than payment, because he's approaching a more organic growth, which in my opinion means he's going to be unstoppable because he's taking the community with him. Let's see what Rose, is it Rose? Let's pull Rose up. Rose, is it Rose?
Yes, it is.
I am loving the spelling of your name, young lady.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you so much for having this room. I absolutely love the energy. Mr. Banks is one of my new mentors. I'm claiming it. Well,
right.
He is one of my mentors, but I absolutely love what you guys offering. And I think every business owner, every entrepreneur, and all of us, we need some, because everything is digital. The money is going digital. You know, even the restaurants during pandemic, they had a QR code. So I absolutely love it. I am definitely going to be a proud 10K card. I can say I'm a user, and I definitely will be spreading the word. And I'm excited just to see what it all will do for my business, my legacy. Not only that, just for everyone that is an entrepreneur or aspiring to be one, or a network marketer. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. So thank you so much, Mr. Banks, for always being the great connector. Yes, you was right. I saw Mr. Banks in this room, and it said on my notification he's speaking. So anytime Mr. Banks is in a room, I always want to come in and sit and learn and be quiet. So thank you so much. My name is Rosie Kaur, born and raised in India. I'm looking forward to building partners all over the globe.
Rosie, you know when you walk into a room with an animal called Sean, and you're in a challenge room, you know we're going to challenge you, right, Rosie?
And listen, I love challenges because all challenges are designed to be conquered.
I like that. So here's the next question I'm going to ask you now. The 10K card, have you experienced the product before?
No, I haven't. Mr. Banks told me while I was traveling to look into it, so I just got back home.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, I'm finna do this.
So the good news is, as I said, I have a tremendous amount of respect for my boy Banks. Always have, always will. And I have my team already working on your card. Rose, it's going to be ready in about 30 minutes. Now, here's where the question comes in, Rose. We have two versions. We have the basic version, which is $100, and we have the premium version, which is $300. Before you answer the question, do you own a business?
I currently do.
Great. In your business, you are aware that you can write off the expenses, right?
Yes,
as a
sir.
tax write-off? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So if I told you the basic version of 100 will perfectly represent your business, the way it is, your website, your phone number, your email, everything regarding your business, we're going to put it all in one place. You're going to have a perfectly functional digital card. Now, when you upgrade your digital card and become a partner with us, you will now be able to earn 20% on every client that make a purchase because of you. Have you heard that portion of the business?
Yes, I have.
All right.
You can't be connected to Mr. Banks and don't know about it. Come on.
The reason I'm asking all of these questions, I want the entire audience to see exactly what it means when you choose to be mentored by the right individual and you spend time in the right environment, how financially rewarding it can be. But I'm not going to stop there, Queen. We still got a little journey to go. So my question to you, if I put you on the spot this evening and ask you which one of the cards you want to proceed with right now, which one would you say?
But honestly, with my budget where
Do not lie to my goddamn face.
I know. So
All right.
honestly, where my budget is, I definitely will go with the one, the basic one for now. As my business grows, I can always upgrade it.
All right. Mr. Banks brought you in this room, right?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Banks is my brother. And if Mr. Banks says, Sean, this is a mentee of mine, you by default became a family member of 10KCARDS as well.
Yeah, that's why I was about to send you a DM, just FYI, just like top sales with it right here.
Yeah, she's trying to be crazy with me. So here's what's gonna happen, Rose. You're gonna pay for the basic version right now. I'm gonna give you the partnership version of the card. And when I want to give you 2 options. Do you want to get me 5 clients over the next 7 days? Or you want to give me a time when you can pay the balance to cover your premium costs? Which one is most convenient?
Hold on, 10K. What I'm gonna say is that Rose is going to generate some revenue at Lex Think Tank with her 10K card, and she's going to be able to pay for her. So we're working on the process over here. She's gonna have.
Case
you gotta worry about it.
Okay? Case closed. Claudia, you see when you have good credit, what happens?
Hey, listen, I love my I'm proud Think Tank Legacy. I'm like, seriously, I love it. What we about, what we doing. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. So, Rose, I'm going to send you the $100 link, Queen. You pay the $100. And when you are in a position to send the balance, you send it to me. That rests between me and bank. When it comes to me and bank, you will not get a phone call from me. You will not get a text from me. You know why? The relationship with me and banks is that heavy that banks is not even going to let you go to sleep until you make that right. Sounds good?
Absolutely.
Don't worry, we got you. The team is already working on you. The moment the card comes over, I'll send you affiliate link so you can set it up. And me and my big brother Bank is going to chop it up later. As I mentioned, when I found out how old Banks was, then it made sense as to where my dad was. Banks, how old are you? Let me say the joke the correct way. How old are you, Banks?
I'm old enough to be a daddy.
What year? How old are you?
35.
Banks, you're my goddamn little brother. I'm 40 years old. Shit. So when Banks, 35 years ago and 9 months is now. When I met Banks, I knew where my dad was. Let me just put it that way. So 35. So when I met Banks, then is when I figured out exactly where my dad was 35 years ago and 9 months. All right, because I literally found my brother when I met him. So most people get the joke, Banks. Some people I kind of have to beat it into them. So Rose, as I mentioned, you're in. Banks already signed off on your paperwork. That's it. You're good to go. We'll take it from here. And with the card, you'll literally be able to network now like a rock star. Anywhere you're moving, any space that you're in, you'll be able to get people on board. Next question. You mentioned you are an entrepreneur. Is that correct? Oh shit, Rose disappeared. All right, she'll probably come back this now. Mr. Banks. Okay, Rose, you're back. You just disappeared there on me.
Not sure what happened. I apologize.
That's fine, ma. So, quick question to you. You mentioned you're an entrepreneur. What payment portal are you currently using? What payment portal are you using?
Currently I use Square.
You use Square? My condolences. We'll take care of that.
Don't do Rose like
funny.
I'm not doing Rose. I'm doing Square, my brother. I'm doing Square. So take a look at this, Rose. We have our brother in the building, King J-Lo. In fact, Mr. Banks, when can you invite me and King J-Lo to come onto your platform and make a proper presentation of who we are and what we do?
Man, you know I'm always waiting on y'all to come represent. I don't know what y'all waiting on.
All right.
I'm over here teaching the next generation of entrepreneurs how to start the business the right way so they don't fail, man. So, you know, come on.
That's right. That's right. So, Jello, me, you just have to make it intentional to actually make it on Brother Banks' stage. Not only support him, but to show the love, that he deserves to have when we're involved.
Wait,
I
because
agree.
10K, you said on stage.
When I say on stage, whether it be on Clubhouse, whether it be on Zoom, wherever you want to put a platform, we'll show up, my brother.
I was going to say, Sean, I deal with things in perpetuity.
There we go. That's my guy. That's my guy. So we're gonna chop it off offline, the three of us. We're gonna schedule. We're gonna make it happen, and we're gonna start pushing the support in the right direction. All right, Brother Banks.
Yes, sir.
Now, one thing I want to share with everyone on stage, guys. When I came onto the app like a little baby, Banks with his big ass following grabbed me and really rocked with me from day one. It never changed. And Bank, I salute you for that. Same thing here with JLo as well. And if you guys want to win, I'm promising you collaboration is the only way forward. If we are collaborating, we are winning. If we're not, we're in trouble. We're just waiting until the results come in to find out how bad of a trouble we're in.
Well, at the end of the day, that's been our problem as a people, is the unity part. It's how do we work together? We can work with everybody else, but each other. That's a problem. So this is the season of Black and brown people to really, really work together, pull ourselves out of the rut, because nobody else is going to come save us. So this is our season to work together. So I'm here to support 10K, Mr. Banks, and anybody else interested in collaborating. Shoot us a DM, connect with us, because this is our season to win together.
That's right. And what I want the entire audience to understand, when people like myself and JLo is speaking, we are not those black-only individual, but respectfully, we are black first.
Pro-black.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
pro-black. All right, so when I mentioned, I normally use the word black first. So in your opinion, JLo, what's the difference between black first and pro-black? In your understanding?
Well, black first, twist the word white first.
I got you.
White folks have been pro-white. I don't know if they've been always white first, but but I am pro-black all day long. So pro-black, but of course we serve. Again, we're in 37 countries, so clearly I'm not only targeting black and brown people.
Very good, right?
But I am pro-black for sure.
Not a problem. So I'm going to touch on the point. That's the exact way I'm going with that. Brother Banks, weigh in on that one.
Oh, yeah, I weigh in on that. Deuteronomy 7 and 6, it says, "For the Lord thy God said, we are supposed to be a special people unto himself above all people on the face of the earth." So I'm pro-black dominance in more King J-Lo's and 10Ks and other business owners dominating land, space, and mass, and producing children and creating. Don't get me started now.
Yo, when Banks get heated, right, you don't want any part of him, guys, if you don't have thick skin. All right, so Queen Juliet, what's your take on pro-black versus black first? I like to run it around the room, give everyone the respect to weigh in on it, because when I say pro-black, it has to come from a centered place. Because I kept saying black for so long, I've never been challenged to look at pro-black to that effect. Queen Juliet, you in the building? I wonder if Queen Juliet is still awake. Melissa, you in the building? Melissa, are you in the house? Ladies, what's going on these days?
Yes,
Tell me about it.
I'm here.
All right. But so what's your interpretation of pro-black versus black first? What both phrases actually mean to you as a queen?
I'm assuming pro-black for me would be, black power. Like I'm all the way black. Nobody. I don't deal with nobody else that is not black. I deal with strictly black versus.
And that's what pro-black means to you, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what does black first mean to you?
My culture comes first.
All right. But then there's space for other cultures. Is that correct?
Correct.
You see why I like to ask questions, JLo? Because the intellectual meaning of pro-black may mean black first. But one of the things that I practice doing is using a 4-year-old's language. When I say something, I want it to be widely accepted without misunderstanding. With what Melissa just mentioned, what's your take? What's your feedback on what she just mentioned, guys? Well, Mr. Banks, let's go to you first. Did you hear Melissa's feedback?
Yeah, I did catch a glimpse of Melissa's feedback, and I can, you know what, it really just depends on the eye of the beholder. I think they're the same thing.
Right. But okay, no, I agree with you completely on that one. They're both, in my opinion, saying the very same thing. But I just want to share with you how when Melissa heard pro-black, the way she interpreted pro-black was black only. And when I say black first, she understands there's room for other individuals.
Well,
so
some things are black only, like who your children marry, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep quiet.
Banks, I ain't running down that goddamn rabbit hole with you. I got 2 half Indian kids, 2 Dominican, and a half goddamn Italian son, bro. I'm a fucking global man. So with that said,
you got all the rainbow children, huh?
You get that shit. I
so then we flip the script on you then, 10K. Are you black first or?
Oh, 1,000,000%, bro. That's why I keep saying I'm black first. And I'll tell you what black first means to me. Like all other cultures, make no mistake, they always put their race first. We are probably one of the only species that put everyone first, and then we try to kill each other in the process. So whenever I'm speaking, I always make one declaration. My first love is God. Believe in God 100%. That's who I serve. That's where everything begins for me. The next level, I'm a spiritual being. And as being a spiritual being, there's no color, there's no hate, there's no anger, there's no racism, there's none of that. There's only unconditional love. So we're all connected on the spiritual realm. And then on the third level, I'm a black man. And as a black man, within the culture, we have a lot of issues to resolve because history has really taken their shot at us in terms of taking stuff that's not theirs, having us work against our will, building empires that we have absolutely no claims to. And this just happened to be a time in history where we have the opportunity on steroids to start building our empires. So however we choose to take this moment in history is completely on us. But at the end of the run, we'll have no one to blame for the results but ourselves.
Yep.
There we go. So when I mention, anytime I'm on stage and I'm with a diverse crowd, I always make that 3 declaration. God first, spirituality second, and thirdly, I'm a black man. Because when we get over all the pain, the injustice, the hurt, the anger from being black, guess what? We evolve into the spiritual world where we all coexist. Does that make sense to anyone on stage?
Definitely does.
All right. So, Juliet, when you hear these 2 phrases, what does it mean to you? Black first and pro-black. What does each individual phrase mean to you, Queen?
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never heard both of them put side by side, but I'll go with the pro-black first. Pro-black means that I'm very passionate about black issues. It doesn't mean that I'm excluding other races. It just means that when it comes to any black causes, it takes preference.
It takes preference. Very good. Very good. Okay. And so when you hear black first, what is that? How do you internalize that?
So I think that's a bit more exclusive. I think it has an exclusive ring to it in terms of I'm obviously not cutting anybody else out, but I'm saying that I will always go black before I look at anything else.
Very good.
Interpret.
I'm loving this. I'm loving where this is going this evening. This is powerful. And this is where dialogue actually change policies, change beliefs, and alter the way things are done. Captain DZ is in the building. DZ, what up, fam?
Love and light, brother, man. How y'all doing tonight?
Absolutely amazing. Brother DZ, let me ask you. Between when you hear pro-black and you hear black first, what's the interpretation you're getting from both of them?
So, man, the interpretation that I get from both. So I'll start with pro-black. Pro-black is kind of in the sense of, black culture only. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of, if it's not black culture, it's not that. If it ain't black culture, I'm not for it. It's collective building around black culture. That's the main topic, the overall topic, and the only topic. When you hear black first, is my people are my primary objective, but I'm linking, building, I'm networking with anyone that's a part of the same collective mission that we stand for. That's what I get when you hear black first versus pro-black.
So had you been given a chance to wear a badge, which one would you wear, pro-black or black first?
Me dealing the energy, I would say black first, simply because, man, I've met a lot of amazing people from different cultures, and I've met people from different cultures that wasn't so great, so I don't really base it off of that. I base it off the energy of the person.
That's right.
Well, you got to ask that same question to Miss Juliet then.
There we go. Juliet, right? Very good, very good. So, Julie, if you had to choose a badge to wear, which one of the badge you will wear and why?
So I think I'll pick the pro-black badge.
1 and 1. Yeah. 1 and 1.
There we go. And I'm the room. We're going across the room. There we go.
1 and 1. There we go. Let's see.
I'll pick that one.
Okay. And tell us why.
It's less threatening. And when I say less threatening, I mean the whole idea, obviously, is to amplify black issues, and in terms of what I want, what I think the black community should have or deserve, and not look at, not start some sort of a controversy. I mean, there will always be controversies, but my goal is not to ruffle any feathers that I don't have to ruffle. It doesn't mean that I'm tiptoeing around any issues. So pro-black, I think, is a little softer. Black first is more overt, like, okay, you know what? I don't care what you're thinking. It's going to be black first. I think pro-black is a little bit less threatening.
Okay, I'm hearing that. Jillo, how do you respond to that? I know that's right up Jillo's alley. How do you respond to that, Jillo?
I'm not really fazed about something being per se threatening, but I agree with what she's saying. But except for that part, I don't care for something being threatening. But pro-black just seems to have more of a overall agenda, overarching agenda, moving people forward, moving the culture forward, even if it takes other people to get us there. So a lot of times we may put black first just because of the color of their skin, but they may not be the right person for that position. Sometimes it takes a white man to be in a certain position to help move the agenda forward. So pro-black just has an agenda versus black first just seems to be one-track minded. So that's my thoughts.
All right, I like that, because then you can look at pro-black as an how do I put it? As you rightfully said, as working with an agenda, bigger picture, and then pro-black kind of that kind of fits you in a box. All right.
Yeah, sometimes
can I add to that?
Absolutely.
Go ahead, DC. No, go ahead.
For it.
No, okay, so, and you made a good point, Lo, but in the same sense, that kind of, and this is just my perception, that kind of sounds like a black first concept, because it's like, well, if it's moving, if a white man steps in to move forward the overall collective, like you're saying, a black individual may just not be fit for that particular position. But from what I've learned and gathered around a pro-black situation, a white man wouldn't be able to fit in that equation, if that kind of makes sense.
Then I would have to recant my statement about something being threatening and go with what Miss Julie said. It's less to be sound the pro-black, based on what how I broke it down, is definitely less threatening than black first. Maybe we needed, just because we had a black president, maybe we had to have a white vice president just to make sure that things look good. And same thing now, we have a black vice president and have a white. Sometimes you still have to play that role to get to move the agenda forward. So I see Mr. Banks is coming off, so I just pass it to Mr. Banks.
I mean, this topic for me, I don't sugarcoat. Watch out, man. I don't sugarcoat this particular topic because, I'm a Hebrew, first of all. So the term black is actually very vague. It does not have a culture or a land associated with it or history, anything of that nature. And so, but for the purpose of the matter and the discussion, if I walk, I talk, I breathe, I procreate, I make more black babies, just my living and me being myself is pro-black. And so there really ain't no room for no white man in my pro-blackness because it's only me over here and my wife. So, I'm just, to me, I mean, they can walk in they divine pro-whiteness all they want to run up in the Capitol. I tell you what, I'm not finna sugarcoat being the procreation of myself. And we are told divinely how to deal with other nations. Other nations can be amongst us. They can help. They can cut the watermelon and sweep the flow. It's okay. I said that. They can sweep the flow. It's all right.
So the term then, do you lean more black first or pro-black?
I think they one thing.
Because they are one. No, they are one of the same.
Yeah, I like that, Mr. Banks. I agree with you. It's like they are one of the same.
No.
Yeah,
we're not disagreeing.
We're on the same page. They're definitely one of the same, but which one?
Which
comes
badge
across
would you
less
wear?
threatening? Just like Julie said, yeah.
Which one's more or less threatening is the question?
Yeah, which one is less threatening? Which one takes with ambiguity?
I don't know, because I'd be like, black dominance.
So, can I just interject here?
Sure, my dear.
So, I think from my viewpoint, the whole idea is to get your message across, right? Get your point across without losing the essence.
Very good, very good.
So, it all depends on the packaging, how you package it.
Right, that's right.
And of course, we all know the saying, don't shoot the messenger, focus on the message. So we have to make sure that, and it's really, I don't really see it as, sugarcoating or anything like that. I just see it as, use your word and your packaging to get the desired effect. Yeah?
That's right. That's right.
Right, and at the same time, be very, very clear about it and what your vision is, what the core of your message is.
That's right.
I think we can do both. I think we can still be very clear about what our message is, but we can also package it in such a way that is more, we can sort of get the desired effect that we're looking for.
Right, because, make no mistake, as I mentioned, when I get into any room, I know exactly how to be a politician and to maneuver myself in and out of any corner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But for the benefit of the audience that's in the building, I want to make sure that we're open and honest and we really toss a few perspectives around the room. So if anyone is struggling with any question or any comments or concerns, it can be answered in this healthy debate that we're having. So I just want to really put it out there. Because I'm the guy that when I walk into every room, guys, I always make one declaration. Step one, I'm God first. That's where it all begins for me. Okay, step two, I'm a spiritual being. We're all going to be seen as one. I don't care what race, what creed, what size, what you're tall, you're white, you're black, you're short, you're Asian. Doesn't matter. We're all spiritual beings. Because if I'm in the hospital and I need a heart transplant, I didn't ask what color was the person before I take the heart. What color was the individual? Were they fat? Were they white? Were they short? Were they... No. I need a heart. So, but then, as I said, on the third level, we have to keep it real. There have been certain stuff that was done that was taken from us. And when I say taken from us, guys, I've worked with Jewish partners for over 10 years. And I think maybe that's where I get excited to say black first, Jayla. Because those Jewish people are Jewish first. Make no mistake about it. I literally watch them live taking care of their people first before they go to anyone else. I never heard the term pro-Jewish. I just heard Jewish first. That's what it is. So I guess maybe that's one of the things that kind of like massaged that into my head.
Yeah,
That's why it's kind of like
because Jewish folk first is using Black history, the scriptures, to act like the Black folks who was worried about their folks first. So, I mean, if they want to use that as an example, I mean, they are the epitome. If you were to do what these Black folks was doing in the book, like, think that your people are going to be above all people on the face of the earth, and this is how you're supposed to be bougie and worry about your own vocal first. It looked like they winning with that.
You know what?
Well, let me pose this question though. Can we? And of course, now the agenda is the same: Black versus pro-Black. It's all the agenda is the same.
Right.
However, are we structured enough to be Black first? Is a good question.
Okay, that's a beautiful question, and
because the Jews own everything, so they can
slow down. That's where I'm going to help you now. That's where I'm going to help you now, King. I want you to hear what I'm going to show you very, very carefully on this one. I agree with what you're saying right there, and this is why that's exactly the base of our construction. It lies. So, step one, my time with the Jews, I literally watched them have almost no fucking respect for anyone outside of their culture. I would literally, and just let's cut the crap. For 5 years, I've partnered up with a Jewish guy, 4 years actually. And we hired Black, Latino, and Jewish members to work within our organization. 80% was Black and Latino. 20% was Jewish. The 20% of the Jewish caused 80% of the fucking problem, and they brought in maybe 10% of the income. And the Jews, in his eyes, were paid more. So while he paid the Jewish members more, I secretly compensated our team member with the additional. But I never made that compensation public because I was partners with the individual, and I just believe in equality among everything. So I made sure I paid our people the difference that they were missing from the Jewish community. And I just write that off as adding, let's call it as part of my 10% of giving back. I did that for years. No one knew about it. And the only way they found out about it is when I left the organization. Because when I left the organization, that secret stipend was not given to anyone. So when people realized that they weren't getting what they were getting when Sean was wrong, like, yo, what the fuck is this? And the guy ended up running into a whole series of different problems because he was so focused on overcompensating his people, and all they did was to shit on him. So what did I take away from that? Because there's a takeaway in everything. What I took away from that was that loyalty that he had for his people was then transcended to me. And you guys are going to see Brian Franklin, Bam.eco. Bam.eco is a very close advisor of mine, and I really consult with him when it comes to certain serious things. And there's a girl on the app, King Jillo, Daphne. Banks, you guys might know her, Daphne. She is funny as hell on Instagram. It's one of these ratchet girls making ratchet jokes, but I found out that what you see on television in a skit, maybe that's exactly who the individual is. So I got her a card as a gift, and I bought Daphne.com and I gave it to her. The way she lashed out at me, guys, it was freaking crazy. But in the end of the conversation, when she found out that I am who I said I am, and she learned the power and the use of the product, and she realized that she actually owned it and all this kind of good stuff, she said, well, the industry is so horrible that people try to take advantage of them every day. And she thought I was one of those guys, but obviously I was proven otherwise. So when she decided to go there, I called my mentor and I said, yo, Bam, with all due respect, bro, I have no fucking patience for this bullshit. I deliver something to someone outside of our culture. Thank you so much. This is amazing. How can I buy 100 for all my friends? I go to people within our culture. It's a scam. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm good. I'm already using this product. And the list go on and on and on and on. So my mentor looked at me and said, Sean, there's something called post-slave syndrome. I said, with all due respect, man, look, I've been reading since I was 13 years old ferociously. I do not know what the fuck that even means. He said it's the effects that they're having of slavery. That when someone tries to do something nice to them, they kind of have this, what are you trying to get from me? And the way he explained it to me is when I realized that I'm going to be on a lifelong mission of adding value back to our community, because there's been so much hurt and so much damage that someone have to step in and be like, you know what, let's build a wall while the emotional and the spiritual healing is taking place. And I just used to be one of those individuals, just like JLo, that's going to hold our hands just like Banks. And the reason I'm calling these two gentlemen, because I know that we're in business, we're doing stuff together. I intend to hold hands with our black brothers and form a fence. I'm going to put you in there as well, I'm Dizzy. Form a fence around our people to make sure we give them that safe, protected zone. You realize this evening Rose came into the building. Rose did not have the $300 for the premium. I put it on my brother Banks and I said, Rose, we got you. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we hold hands, and that's how we take care of each other. All right? Damn, I got on my soapbox there for a little. For you first, Queen Juliet. Queen Juliet after you, then Juliet's going to take the mic.
I was just going to ask, is it raining where you are?
Oh, you're good. Shit. It's good. I'm in the house there. My wife and she have a friend over. They're probably on Amazon buying shit using her husband's credit card as usual. But that's why we love them. And so I didn't want to disturb them with being too loud, so I decided to come by the pool. But JLo, your goddamn ears are good. I'm sitting under one of the umbrellas next to the damn pool, and you're telling that it's raining. Oh, man. You are not playing, young fella.
I was like, this sounds like, while you were speaking, it sounds like the Calm app. It sounds like there's the rain in the background.
I know, right? It's a special effects. Get the message across. Yeah, but look, guys, I'm really enjoying these kind of conversations. And, you know, when it comes to this time of the evening, I'm always open to it. Because anyone that has something interesting to share, you know, you just never know what can change your perspective. You just never know what can change your perspective. And I guess maybe one of the black first was imprinted in my brain by Brother Bam. Or whenever he speaks, that's exactly the quote that he normally uses. So I guess when he said it, something resonated with me. And that's why I started going with it. Because in my opinion, when I hear black first on the dumbest level, I'm thinking of someone who's not even intellectually up there to have to break apart what I'm saying. When they hear black first, then they hear there's room for other individuals. When they hear pro-black, if they don't want to dig into the interpretation, they might think, oh no, he's only black.
But
so that's how my brain process.
But I think it's time that we stop. Of course, we
should
simplify things.
I like
people,
that.
But we should
right.
not dumbify our people.
Black
first does not mean it's black. That does not mean it's right.
I like that. But I hear what you're saying, JLo. In marketing, I always try to cast the widest net. I always try to cast the widest net. And if you ask a 4-year-old, what does pro-black mean? And guys, I respectfully say this, but I would agree with you. Yeah, we can educate the 4-year-old and teach him what pro-black is. But by default, and correct me if I'm wrong, if I mention black first, I think that 4-year-old may understand that there's room for other ethnicity.
Yeah, well, I don't think that child is really focused on race, though.
Oh, you know, you're right. I'm with you. This guy, I'm telling you, I'm with you 100%. But it's just that everything I'm doing in my life, I always say, okay, can a 4-year-old get what I'm saying right now? If yes, I'm going to run with it. I'm going to run with it straight to the end zone. So what I'm hearing from you and Juliet is that let's hold ourselves to a more responsible, elevated level and start using the goddamn word pro-black. You don't understand what pro-black means? Let me educate you. Is that right, Julie?
Yes, along those lines, yes.
You see how one woman can change the whole damn world? I'm not playing.
All it takes is one.
That's it. So, Mr. Banks, what do you say to us adapting the word pro-black? I know you probably thinking black only, you goddamn crazy extremist mind.
Hey, man. hey, man. I'm going to tell you right now. I remember that analogy you just gave me about the Jewish folk. And they was causing all the problems at work and getting overpaid, right?
Right.
The problem is, they ain't really the folks that the Bible was talking about. And so that's why they act like that. They took a little bit out of our book.
Right.
So the adopting the word pro-black, like I said, y'all want to hear me say those words. I'm just speaking clearly since it's the topic.
Right.
Say those words. Those words for me is, I'm the patriarch of Clubhouse.
That's
patriarchy right. In the true sense from the original fathers on the earth. All that we talk about, my forefather. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and we already talking about pro-black.
Right.
Man, so the beautiful thing is, I won't be adopting the word. I adopt the actions and the techniques. I build my family. I teach my kids. I homeschool my children. My actions are pro-black. And you see it in my fruit.
That's right. There you go. I love it. All right, so okay, let's touch the extreme side here for a second, Banks, because while me and JLo is being politically, while we're being politically, I don't want to say politically correct, while we're being politicians, diplomatic, sorry. While we're being diplomatic, Mr. Banks, in my interpretation, you're on the extreme path, and I think JLo is going to agree with that as well. Where did that come from? How does that serve you? Although, you know what, I will kind of retract that because you're literally saying the same thing that me and JLo is saying. You just focus more on action. Is that correct, Banks?
Yeah, that's the action. That's just action.
Yeah.
It's just action. So in the dark, if I were to try to put words on it, oh yeah, it's extreme.
Right.
But you don't put words on something like that. You just do.
That's right.
What y'all gonna show up like, Mr. Banks? If you have one more baby, if you still say it's difficult, you know, it's one thing I'm standing out in the street with my fist up on a block that I do not own. I'm pro-black.
Right.
There you go. Exactly.
I love that.
You cross the profit line on 1,000 acres. Talk about, is that another baby? If you don't get your ass on
you see, that's what these conversations been.
Yeah, and to go back to again, the pro-black is again going back to that agenda. In order for us to change systems that we don't like or to infiltrate systems that we don't trust, the court systems, even the vaccines to the police, you know, we have to get involved in these things, and we can't be so, you know, black first. It just seems so aggressive. You know, it makes them. It's like we're holding up the agenda for them to figure out what we're doing. You know, so we have to have an agenda with this program.
You know what? You just sold me. Jill. And here's how you sold me. When you say black first, everyone else will become in a competition because second best is not for no one.
Correct.
So I received that message, and this is what I needed to hear for me to be comfortable saying I'm pro-black. You know, this is what I needed to hear, because if you tell your wife, "Oh, honey, you're my wife. You're my first wife,"
Exactly.
It kind of makes someone like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Exactly.
Or you're telling someone
that. No one was going to accept that.
There you go.
Y'all speak for yourself.
I forgot we have Mr. Banks in the building.
Oh, Mr. Banks, you got a first wife and a second wife, huh?
Oh, no, you don't even know Mr. Banks. But look, I got mad respect for Mr. Banks. Don't get it twisted.
Look, you got first wife, favorite wife. I mean, y'all just stop.
Yeah. This is a topic for a whole nother day, because this is deep. Mr. Banks is going to take you guys deep. So I don't want him giving you the short version. I walk wondering, what the fuck did he just say? So, it's so funny. I was on a stage with Banks, right? And I literally heard Banks says my wife. I didn't say a word until Banks got off stage. I'm like, did you just fucking say what I just thought you said? He's like, oh, you catch it? But, okay, so pro-black, let's stay focused, guys. So the pro-black is the one I can focus on from now on, Jill, because it is more non-threatening.
It's an agenda.
And again,
it's an agenda.
Yes, it's an agenda. I love it. Yeah. And no one likes to be second place. So the moment you mention this first, you just literally negate everyone else just by the use of the phrase and the term. Juliet, in conclusion, what do you have to say about this entire conversation?
So when you look at the Black Lives Matter, and that's an analogy that I want to draw here. Very powerful movement, but always comes against a lot of pushback from the other side, because what Black Lives Matter, what it sounds like is black first. Okay?
Right.
And I think that would always garner or attract pushback.
Right.
I think that pro-Black, I believe that it could achieve the same results that we're looking for by saying Black first, again, in a less threatening manner.
I love
it. If some people don't like the less threatening, let's say less controversial manner. So it's a lot less controversial than Black first, because what happens when there's controversy, we spend a lot of energy just
marching
and
marching.
Yeah.
Burning down things.
Exactly.
No agenda.
Exactly. No agenda. And rather than focus on what the actual issue is, what we're looking for, we're spending too much time in those controversies. So
say less. Pro-Black is a new way forward.
Yeah, I think so.
And before Mr. Banks speaks, I know he's going to touch on this too, and it's a lot of biblical things related to this. Being an Israelite, we're marching and we're doing all this screaming and crying and suffering because we aren't sticking together and we aren't following the way. And I'm not gonna get into the religious, but I definitely listen to the Israelites and it makes a lot of sense. It may challenge you to start thinking, you know what? There's a problem because we're unorganized and we've lost our way. So I'll pass it to Mr. Beck.
Yeah, there is a fundamental disorganization, particularly of the family. I'm going to try to make this brief. I send it to you, 10K, and anyone else who wants to send it to me. Household by Yale University. Okay, household. The way this professor describes a noble family, this is how a noble family is described. It says they are considered vast institutions and they are the center of the exercise of political power and the deeding and giving of land. Right? That's what a noble family is described as. Then he described the nuclear family, the basic, regular. You hear me? The first definition of a regular family is that there's almost never any other relatives in the family other than the husband, wife, and kids. Okay? So based off those two definitions, and I'm listening to what he called it noble, and then I go look in the book, the Bible, he's talking about families. Then we start to go 2,000-3,000 years prior families. The noble families arranged marriages. The noble families had all the relatives and the patriarchy intact in those families. So before I run up and try to slap a grown man in the face, America, or any other patriarchal society, I'm going to need for us to go grow some families, grow up, get you some children, get you some land, and now they get to the point where they want to come across, like I said, the 1,000 acres that, J-Lo got and Sean, and we all got our 1,000 acres next to each other. You would have to come real far over that line to come touch me. And there's going to be a whole bunch of, there's going to be a whole bunch of hot lead and everything before you get all the way over here. And I'm going to have every backing of the law to be putting some lead out there. So before I be standing out somewhere preaching, we need to actually go and just get some open space. Listen, the biggest problem with the children is...
Sounds like an agenda to me. That's what it's like. Go ahead, Mr. Bates.
Exactly. The biggest problem the children of Israel had before they left Egypt was that Pharaoh was putting grievous burdens on them. Guess what? You got all the opportunity. First of all, we ain't supposed to be in here talking right now. Because just 100 years ago, this was fantasy or something. I'm like, y'all master at. Why y'all ain't got no job? Y'all need to go somewhere and sit down on this chat. So I'm just saying, let's keep it 100. We got plenty of space and opportunity to just be left alone. Now, if you want to be sitting up in their cities and their high rises, and you just want to be all up under massa, and you just so happen to get busted across the head by massa, don't be out in the street protesting. You can go buy some land now. You can get away from them now. You can create your own city now. You can make your own payment processing system now. You can have your own 10K card now and not just Linktree. Y'all kind of hear what I'm saying? Man, this is Mr. Banks. I'm done speaking.
But the challenge is we question each other. Like what? And I beat myself up. And 10K, you and I had this conversation. I was using Linktree for a long time, and I knew of 10K. Why am I so slowful to switch over and support something that looks like me? You know, we need to start banding together and again working together, collaborating together. Again, that's the agenda. It's how do we move forward, not just standing in the street. Because again, if we own the street, you know, we own the building, we wouldn't be burning it down and tearing it down. If we, you know, and go to Chinatown, you don't see black police officers or white police officers. Now, of course, there's here and there, but they own the areas that they're in. We need to start owning our pockets. We need to start owning our, you know, quote unquote ghettos.
Wow,
what you want to call it. We need to own our
powerful.
systems, so then we control the narrative every single time. Same thing with the news media. We don't own any news stations because why? What's the reason why? We getting our news from people that we don't trust, and yet, you know, you don't trust to switch over to 10K or to payment to. I mean, why we keep trying? And that's the sad part. That's another thing too. We're so traumatized that we trust the white man so easily because we already know what we're going to get. Take a second to really think about that. We trust them so much because we already know what we're going to get, versus it's different for us to work together. So we question everything that we do with each other because it's hard for us to work together, or we've been traumatized to work together, but yet we trust the people that's been crucifying us for the last 400 years. But I'm done speaking.
I ain't gonna lie, because I sure messing with Trump. Oh, I can't get down with that Biden, man. He's a little sneaky. I'm hush.
Oh, that's a different topic, but I'm not trying to. Wait, I'm gonna stop. Let me stop.
Look, I'm just picking. That's a different topic. I look at Trump like, he might not like me, might not shake my hand. At least I know what I'm dealing with.
Exactly, and that was my perspective too. I'd rather have the devil I can see than the devil I can't.
Oh, man. Oh man, I love this.
What was that? Was that Bell?
Oh, that's me warming up some damn pizza. Because I'm so distracted, I don't even know what time of the day it is, what's going on. And I'm like, yeah. But I wouldn't trade my day for anything else. No, let me see. I want to touch on something. I heard something very, very, very probing that I want to expand on. What was that again? Oh, yeah. So what you just mentioned here, J-Lo, was so powerful. Was that you, Mr. Banks? The reason you don't have to worry about the cops in Chinatown is because Chinatown set up a place, the community, for the community, by the community. And then what you do, you go in and you visit that community because they own that shit. When you come into our place, slow down for a second, Mr. Banks has been saying this all night. Where is our place? We're sitting in the CDs owned by someone else. We're paying the mortgage for something owned by someone else. So when you get down to it, what do you own? And I think that's what that's Banks' final big message. Is that correct, Brother Banks?
Yes, that is the main foundation of what I'm saying. Because we want to stunt for the gram right now. Mm-hmm. How many of us are trying to keep the commandment like a good person leaves wealth to their children's children? If you leaving wealth to your children's children, you could very well be buying a field in the middle of nowhere, and it'd be looking like, what is wrong with you? And this is not balling, but when you dead, and your kids is actually the center of the neighborhood because you built a community there, and because your children are now over the county seat in a small county. You know, we have a lot of babies, so now you might have 2-3 kids in politics 20 years from now. That just don't sound cool tomorrow.
The
this
agenda.
go sit your butt down. Yes, a real agenda.
There you go. That's all. That's all. That's my speech all day long. The damn agenda. Stop with the extra shit. We don't need. Stop the margin because it's not going to do anything. Okay. They just gonna keep filming it, and it looks good for somebody's movie in the next 2-3 years.
And then they own the rights. They own the rights to it.
They own the rights to the film.
And then they sell it back to us.
Yeah, and they sell it back to us.
You right about that, J-Lo. All they do is use that to paint a narrative, especially when they're out there, causing all type of chaos with marching. Because they ain't going to do nothing but put it on not even mass media, international media. And now it's going to be put in a different language saying God knows what we out there doing when it was a completely different situation. So that's how.
And just give it to some perspective, again, why was there an Asian crime bill in the first 100 days, and yet black folks have been being slaughtered?
Exactly.
They had a damn agenda. They saw a problem, and they knew where to go and resolve that problem. But we want to march.
Also, because of the economical power from the Asian community, they had no choice but to answer that goddamn bill as soon as possible.
But hold on, 10K. Economic power, where they get economic power from?
Well, we give it to them, my brother.
No. What I'm saying is they get it from production.
Position themselves correctly.
To produce.
Right. But this is where it's going to get deep now. I once walked into... it was a hair salon. No, the place that sell women's hair products. And this is when I just started with a 10K card, right? And I walked into a store and I said, "Oh, hey, good day, guys. How are you? Is the manager here?" The fucking Asian guy looked at me and said, "We don't want it." Now he's in a black fucking community, right? When he said, "We don't want it," bro, that just struck a nerve inside of me. I said, "Let me ask you a question. You don't want what?" Because he probably thought the representative came to fucking sell him something. I said, "You don't want what?" He said, we don't want it. We don't want it. I said, "I'm going to ask you the same fucking question. You don't want what?" I said, "You bring your fucking Asian ass in a fucking black community, selling your fucking product to the black community, and a black person came in here to speak of something in the store, and your first response is get out of here." That doesn't work for me, my brother. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to really go laser focus on trying to bring the fucking force here back to the fucking black community where it belongs. Because you guys producing it and trying to sell it back to us at a profit doesn't make any fucking sense to me. We're not going to fight them on price. We're going to fight them on loyalty and affiliate programs. Let me say it again, nice and slow. We can't win them on price, but we can win them on the affiliate program. What's the take on that one, guys? If they so desire, because I'm just not a fan of that fucking extension stuff, but I want to respect everyone's choices and all this kind of good stuff.
10K, I want to say this. I want to give y'all a good example. If y'all go and Google right now, Georgia Beauty Supply Association. Georgia Beauty Supply Association. Find the website. When you look at the website, and this kind of answers the question, should I be pro-black or black first? Go look at the Georgia Beauty Supply website, and you will see that shit written in Korean. Okay. So you tell me, is they pro-Korean or Korean first? Or matter of fact, is they Korean only? Only. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is they actually create these associations. Association is America's way of saying you could be racist if you call it association. Exactly. So we want to talk about playing the game. Just make association, right? It ain't racism then. So, and if you black trying to start a hair store, they will not sell you stuff. They will deliver you your stuff slow. They don't want you in the industry space. And I don't see nobody out marching and crying out about it because they got 16-inch weed for the low. That's all I'm saying about that.
Ladies,
but I will say,
these ladies have been quiet all night. This is not the time. Queen Juliet, we want to hear you.
So I actually would like to give the other ladies a chance to weigh in. I want to hear from my sisters.
Sister Melissa.
Queen Melissa and Queen Amana. What are your thoughts?
Your honest thoughts, by the way, okay? No nail polish thoughts. Your honest, brutal thoughts. If that's okay with you girls.
Before they jump in, I will say I think we all saw that an ad circulating of a black family who started a Chinese fast food or Chinese restaurant? Did y'all see that?
I did not see that.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, never heard of that.
Well, I thought it was freaking genius because if you are in a black neighborhood, then it should be ran by a black family, and black folks love Chinese food for some reason. So we might as well own the restaurant. And I liked that picture. I liked it and then unliked it and liked it again. Just hopefully it throws the algorithm.
And what state, what city is this?
I think it was in Georgia, but I'm gonna look it up in the chat.
Love that.
Aaron was gonna say something.
Strong is in the building. Strong, give me 1 second, Strong. Let me just have the young ladies weigh in, and then I'll introduce you to Sid, sir. Is that okay?
Hey, 10K. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it.
You got it, fam. What's up, buddy?
I'm 10K. I'm make sure y'all let Strong say something too now. But I want to say, I'm gonna do a Chinese restaurant. We're gonna call it No Meow. Okay.
I'm in. No Meow. Okay, so you ready? You wanted to say something, sweetheart?
Now that's gonna come across as racist.
No. We're gonna put down the association.
Hilarious.
The No Meow Association. Go for it, Rita.
So I've really enjoyed just listening into the conversation. I really liked what Mr. Banks said. You know, well, actually, a few of you said that first, that you're children of God first and then on. I was raised by a mother. I'm actually born in New Zealand and raised here in America. And I'm half Maori and half Samoan. So being an immigrant to this country, you know, I see injustices, things like that. And my mom always taught us that we're children of God first and then everything else, right?
That's right.
And my dad, you know, he migrated. He's from Samoa, went to New Zealand, migrated to America because he saw the potential that America had, that American dream, that he could own his own business, that he could own his own home. And he just always felt like there was more.
That's right.
And when Mr. Banks talked about the children of Israel, how, you know, they were under Pharaoh and then bought out from bondage. You know, when they were in the wilderness, they went right back. They wanted to go back. You know, when everything got hard, they said we want to go back. We were taken care of. We had meal every day. You know, they forgot all about being in bondage for all those years. And I think that because we're so as immigrants to this country, or people that, you know, our vision is different. Like, we want more. We know that there's more. And when we get these things in the way, and, you know, I have so many friends and family that are Black, that it's all about mindset. And that's why I love coming to Clubhouse, because I hear the different mindsets. I love the vision that Mr. Banks has. I understand what J-Lo is saying about, you know, the focus can't just be on marching. There has to be something more. Like, the agenda has to be the bigger picture and not just the today, right? But we're in a world of instant gratification that sometimes people don't see the bigger picture. And because of years of bondage, or centuries, generations of bondage, and what you've grown up as, you know, as you're coming up, the vision's different. Even though we believe that we worship the same God, it still looks different to people. But I love building the community, building the lands. The nobles had it. That's why England rules over so many countries, New Zealand being one of them as well. It wasn't, you know, I saw the indigenous people of this country, the Native Americans, right? They're not even called Native Americans till how many centuries later. But it was never me, because I'm not Native American. But I went home to New Zealand last year and 5 years ago, and the struggle's still the same under the English rule, right? And my indigenous people of New Zealand suffer the same way that the indigenous people here suffer, the same way that races that have been, you know, under struggle. have come. And just listening to your guys' conversation, I totally agree about the bigger picture. I totally agree. What I know is America offers things that other countries don't offer. Like the freedoms we have here, regardless of the color of our skin, are not available to all countries. And if we can take advantage of, teaching our family first, right? Because you have the control in your families, in your household as mothers and fathers, and teaching our children different so that they can teach their children different, we'll see those improvements in generations to come. So like building, buying that land, like Mr. Banks said, and starting your communities, knowing that there can be better and bigger, it starts, one step at a time.
Mr. Banks, you there?
Mic drop.
Oh no, she snapped. Like the word was colonialism. I heard it all day. They've been colonized, and they've taken our heritage away from.
I got a quick question though. Would you say that 60% of our problem in America, Black folks, is related to Christianity?
You know what? That's an interesting. I like where you're going with this one. Strange enough, you seen that movie Harriet Tubman yet? Jello?
Yeah.
You remember that scene when her daddy told her she needed to go talk to the pastor before she left?
Yeah.
That's the part that kind of come to my mind. Like, you know what? Mm-hmm. I think Christianity was designed to go all over the world.
That's a different room, though. We won't take too much room in this, but
You're way deeper than most people think you are. God damn it, Jilla, you're way deeper. You're a deep young, and he's young. Jilla, how old are you? 27 or 30 something?
28.
You're 28. You're a very deep guy for 28 years old, bro. People be sleeping on you on this app.
I think that Christianity does have its own agenda too, and which has also affected a lot of other races. But it also has to do with the people that are bringing it to you, and how, like that telephone game where you say it one way and then the next person says another way. That's exactly what's happened with Christianity. People believe more in the church and doing the movement instead of what Christianity was. So, there's just so many levels and different definitions of that.
It's done.
Go ahead. Let's get strong on this. I'm sure you got a good perspective.
Oh, yes.
You already know, Mr. Banks. Hey, look. Hey, first of all, peace to everybody that's in there. I actually came in with a question. Because I came in when y'all was talking about when you were talking about the beauty supply, right? And I live in a small town in Florida, and I see these girls spending $300, $400 on wigs, $100 on nails, eyelashes, all these different things, right? So I came up. I've been doing a little something with buying these bundles. I'm actually not necessarily for all of that, but I realized that it's $1 billion market, and I don't know Black people own that many, right? I'm gonna start backwards though. I'm gonna start with the brother's last question as far as Christianity and how it affects us, and then I'll go back to that if y'all don't mind. What I would say on the Christianity thing is its own association, like what y'all was saying. So it actually make or break somebody by including or excluding them based on what they believe, whatever the case may be. America does not follow anything that Christ teaches. Claims to be a Christian society, but teaches against everything that Christ so-called taught. Also, one of the biggest Christian names that come up all the time, talk about Martin Luther King, who basically was fighting for integration. Well, there's not been one historically Black university that's been started since integration. All of the money that we used to do for ourselves in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Harlem of the South, all these Black cities they had where the money never left and stayed 2 or 3 times, went into these white businesses. Once we got integrated, it took away from just like what you're saying now about the Chinese restaurants and all of this stuff in the hood, and different people being able to come in, and now we putting all our money into that's all because of immigration. You know what I'm saying? When we could not go into the other nation's stores and patronize them, then we had to spend money with each other. And I think that was a bad thing. But back to my question though, before I get lost into that, I wanted to know because I heard you speak on things. Anybody in here really think about as far as that? Because I see there's money in there, and we're giving it all to people who don't look like us as far as beauty supply and all of that. Were you saying that it was not a good idea for black people to get involved because they got a lock on the game, and if you're not a part of the association, they're not holding up the money? Is that what you were saying?
10K, you eating good over there, man.
I was about to mute his. I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm here to serve the community. I'm not one of those guys. I'm the model. You mute my goddamn black ass.
Look, let me help you out, 10K. You know, just nagging on me. Right. But so my point of bringing up the Beauty Supply Association is to show that they are actively. If you don't read Korean, you pretty much ain't gonna be able to make it. So you ain't gonna join the association. So you forget about being in the association. So you will be at the mercy of purchasing. For the most part, if you don't get your butt on a plane and go across the world somewhere where the producer of such product is. Now, I did meet a guy here in Clubhouse, Market Bowers. He actually pulled up on me in Atlanta. He actually got weed bundles in Walmart, but he talks often about pulling up in China and going to meet the plug. Okay, now, Strong, this was going to trip you out. A lot of that weed, these sisters of mine, especially that real human hair, them shawty be sacrificing their hair to their gods. For the free 99, ain't this something? And hair worth more than gold.
I believe that. I ain't never think about that, but I believe that because I saw this one of these for my promotion for the bundles that I've been getting. And by the way, I gotta buy them from China, just so you know. That'll be right on. I'm at their mercy. They had a Chinese holiday. I couldn't buy no hair for a couple of weeks, different things like that. And I was just playing around with the business just to see because I know the market was in. But I found this picture where
I'm sorry, I gotta cut you because did y'all notice that the Chinese folks shut down on a holy day and they don't do no business with people on a particular time of the year? Did y'all pick up on that? That's a cultural thing that actually allows them some global dominance. So that's what stuff the Hebrew would do. It's like we don't do work on the Shabbat. On Friday night, sundown, Saturday night, sundown. We don't do no business. That has weight. I just want to point that out. That's heavy. You want answer to some solutions. That's heavy.
Because basically, currency is not in circulation at all for that duration of period of time within the entire economy, global economy at that, right?
You can't buy or sell from them. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But yeah, that's good that you pointed that out.
I want to challenge you, Strong. I want to challenge you, Banks. Sheila. Let me ask you a question. Do our queens need to be wearing the extension, or do we need to be providing them with a more quality solution to help with their hair growth?
Well, honestly, I'm not pro weed per se. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my rib, they all wear natural hair and things of that nature, but then they put weed on top of it. So it's like you can get up out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything that I'm pro, but I'll tell you this. I know I'm not selling my people drugs no more. I know I'm not doing anything. But and these sisters, some of them, their whole makeup and what they believe in themselves because of what they've been taught by American society is if they don't look like everybody else, they're not beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? So it's really a mindset. You can break them out of, but what I'm saying, while they in that mindset, at the end of the day, there's somebody else that's profiting, another nation of people that's profiting off these sisters. And what I'm saying is it ain't us. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm gonna do with the money. If it's anything that I'm going to bring that money into a black community, I'm gonna spend money with black people. I'm gonna help somebody who needs something. Yeah, but I know these people are
it's not a matter of like, you know what I'm saying, so much. It's like, okay, you see people eating off stuff. I know it's not a sin, but now whether I believe in it, I'm not pro extensions of weeds or anything. You know what I'm saying? I like natural stuff, but at the end of the day, I see the money being made in it. As far as a business, I felt like it was just something that we need to have to do. But we can make sure that our black, like when that joint went down in New York, where them Asian people beat up that sister with the brooms and all of that. I don't know if y'all familiar with what I'm talking about. They had a nail shop in New York. Yeah, it kind of just said, man, like these sisters are gonna do this. You know what? They boycotted and all of that, and the dude was about to ready to go out of business. He marked everything down 50% off, and they went right back in there and started buying.
And that's the fucking problem. That's the fucking problem. And Strong, I just want to put this over to you just for a second. Just something for you to consider, brother. I want to just take this with love. The dollars being spent on the extension, the weave, and all this fucking bullshit that the Chinese are producing. And to make $1 on the floor of the stream, we're getting involved because the money is there. That's why when I heard you mention it, that's why I asked him the question, how about if we produce the products to help them grow naturally here? How about if we produce a product to help with the hair loss? How about if we produce a product to help with strengthening what was naturally given to them? That's the conversation I'm more interested in having, because here's the thing. I think that's an entire different production market that we can look at and we can have some ownership in. You know, the foster fucking community is already dominated by the Asians. Okay, it's a harder market to break into. But an organic market to help regrow, restructure, repurpose, and all this kind of good stuff, I think the market is wide open. What's your thoughts on that one?
Well, I actually got more connections on stuff like that. Just being that anytime I see a sister that makes her own soap or makes her own shampoo, I always purchase it and get their card. So, you know what I'm saying? Even in the store that I was planning on opening, it's gonna be predominantly that. But at the end of the day, like I know a brother that I don't know if y'all know my captain that's usually on his name. He got the oils, right? Scents and all of that. You gotta have some stuff for the people who not connected. Like you gotta understand that black people are so messed up culturally that we gotta go natural. Think about that for a minute. You gotta go natural. You're supposed to be born natural. You feel what I'm saying? So we caught up in these other cultures so much to the point where like it's something big to just go back and not put this and that in your head. So we kind of messed up, and I was going to actually use that as a platform for what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? To have all the sisters making their own soaps, making their own butters, and making these shampoos and all of this other stuff, and putting that in there, like get people back. These kind of products need to be in the beauty supply stores, but they're not there because the only thing they're gonna do is keep selling them poison. You know what I'm saying? So you right on it.
And here's my perspective on this too. It's twofold. One, black men, we have to start loving our black women better, treating them better, being more supportive, and showing them, you know, that because we carry such a hard shell that we are emotionally disconnected. So that's that. And then two, black women have to stop looking at TV and seeing all these black guys with white women, thinking that that's what all black men want, and that they have to level up with a white woman per se. You know, we have to change our whole perspective on what society has taught us for these last 400 years. We're more supportive of each other than society has given us credit for. However, that needs to become more of the foundation of us building our families again, going back to what Mr. Banks was saying. Family is everything. That's what we have to get back to the core. You know, Christianity, you know, and I'm not going to go back to that, but we really have to focus on the household and empowering our families, because you don't need to look like somebody else in order for us to love each other and empower each other and grow together. So, but again, there's the other part where somebody may want to just put in some weed because they may not have the best hair or want to wear their hair, and then you love them for who they are. But we have to start empowering our families that You don't have to be like somebody else.
Love it. Powerful points. So Strong. Let's expand more on, because I like the fact that you mentioned whenever you meet a sister that's creating product for the hair, you tap into them and keep their business card. Sorry. Are you digging beyond the source of the product they're promoting to find out where's the ingredients coming from and who actually owns the root of that? Do you go that deep or no?
Nah, I haven't went that deep on it. I was just more so like, where did I meet them at, right? And like, are they doing? Because like I was into music for a while, and the thing that at first, when we was young, thinking about a record deal, right? When you get a little bit deeper in it, you're thinking about distribution, right? Right. So I'm looking at like these sisters might be making, I don't know, 10 bottles of shampoo. Like, where are they selling it at? Is there somebody selling it? Can you find it in the stores or whatever the case may be? And I managed to link the store for a ABC store they had down here. And I realized that everything is about distribution. What they would do is go to some of these wineries, these distilleries that was not big enough to supply everybody else. And they would say, okay, we're going to buy all your product, but here's the thing. Nobody can get your products anywhere else. It's exclusive to us. So their whole thing was, I'm going to have stuff that these sisters is making you can't get nowhere else. So I look at it more so like that. You know what I'm saying? Like these sisters they out selling their own stuff or whatever the case may be. Nobody probably ever even introduced the idea that they can do it on a larger scale or whatever. And if it's a good product, then I want to have it, you know what I'm saying, to be able to help sisters by distributing it for them. I never got into that part what you just said about trying to make it myself, because I always been okay with being a middleman.
I'm with you 100%, and this is gonna swing into Mr. Banks' ballpark as well. Mr. Bank is very big on owning the land, and he's right, because if one of the brothers can own the trees, one of the brothers can own the well, let's say, just call it an ingredient, so to speak. One is going to own the manufacturing plant, and we all put it together, and we create a production stuff, owned and run by the culture. Then I think we can be onto something. The thing is, we never realize how something is approachable and affordable until we start breaking the piece together. Like, take a look at this. Look how much wealth we have in this room. Step one. You want to start a business, King Jilo can do all the processing. You want to help with marketing and presenting yourself to the public, that's where we come in. You want to find someone to really represent you across the different platforms, look at Julia. Look at Juliet and what she's offering. You want to find someone to continue to keep cheerleading you and willing to be a firm supporter of whatever mission you're on once it's for the greater good. Touch on Melissa right up there. The point I'm trying to make to you is we all have individual characteristics that if we tap into it collectively, guys, nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us. It's just that simple. So Strong, when I mentioned that, man, as I said, I believe your heart is in the right place, but I want us to go deeper than just making a buck at our people, and let's see how can we go to the very bottom and actually own the stuff that we deliver to our people. When I promote my company, I'm the founder, CEO, no shareholder, no partners, no debt. It kind of makes one of the most dangerous guys in my space. Because the product we have is a beautiful product, and we can keep switching the formula to really reach the masses. And something else I really wanted to touch on, the thought just kind of slipped away. What was it? Oh, yeah. I mentioned this before, Jello, and people are probably sleeping on it. About 2 months ago now, when we were part of a global transaction, take 10KCARDS Global, it was going to be a multi-billion-dollar conversation, a multi-billion-dollar deal. But I looked at it, Jello, and I said, you know what, Sean, you can wake up with a shitload of money here coming the next week. When you die, you're going to give it away anyway. And the question is, what's the legacy of you leaving? What are you doing? And I just made this and asked myself this question. Where's the black Tesla? Where's the black Apple? Where's the black Windows? Where's the black SpaceX?
no company out there that's black owned and operated is doing things that these other guys are doing. And I just made a decision that was going to be my focus. So over the next 10 years, I'm going to work like a fucking maniac until we get the ball moving up there. And the secret is not me getting up there by myself. When I collaborate with good brothers like JLo, and I tell the whole fucking world of JLo what he's doing, organic supports will come. Because however we're tweaking our formula, and JLo is seeing the sense in what we're doing, he's going to start making amendments to his system too. And with an evergreen mindset, nothing will be able to stop us after a while. Let the law of compounding take its place. Before I open up the mic to anyone else, let's welcome Queen Latanya to the mic. Queen Latanya, welcome to the stage. How are you, sweetheart?
I am good. Thanks for asking. I just want to kind of comment on your remarks regarding, should we be looking more at hair extensions, or should we be looking at holistic ways to grow hair? And I think we should be doing both, because Black women, we're so diverse, and some of us have beautiful, healthy, long hair, and we still wear extensions because some of our hair is not able to keep curls very long, some of our hair is sweat out, so we just have that great versatility. But then we have those that where we've consistently, I think we need to get more into the teaching, which used to be done by hairstylists behind the chair, get into more of the teaching of the length of time that weaves/bundles are worn, because I think we have become too excessive with it. But then again, that dives into the emotions, or I would say some of the backlash throughout the years of women having issues with self, so started leaning, thinking that longer hair or more silkier hair was a better view. But I think that in the 21st century, I think that we have learned to love ourselves more with the help of our Black men. So wrapping this up, I think that we need to be looking into both, because we are losing our hair. But it is not just because the wearing of the weave. We got to get into the diet, which is really huge, which is causing our Black women to lose our hair. And then we are 10 times more stressed than any other culture as Black women. So when I think our Black men began, as one of your panelists said earlier, began to pick up the slack a little bit and reduce the stress levels, eating, especially women in urban areas, are their hair fall out a lot quicker. Diets are very poor. Stress is very high. So there has to be a balance across the board. But I think that if you're going to look at it, you can't just look at one versus the other. We have to look at them both, because I don't see Black women walking away from weave. I see us starting to move away and embrace ourselves more, but still having that as an alternative is something that we're just privileged to do. So that's just my 2 cents.
Love it, love it, love it. And I love the fact that you touch on the diet, which I think is very important. And I love the fact that you touch on education, because if we know better, chances are we will or /should do better. So, once they've been educated, whatever happens thereafter is on the individual. Does anyone else have anything they want to chime in so far? That was really great by the way, Latanya.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Guys, don't be shy. Ladies, crack the mic. You can do this. All right. Guys, it's 1:30 in my neck of the woods. I know by Jill it's probably like 10, 11 o'clock. What time is your where are you in Jill? Is it LA?
Yeah.
Right. What time is it now?
10:13.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm 3 hours behind or ahead, however they call it. All right, so I'm definitely going to go get some rest this evening. Tomorrow's a bright and early day. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff to do, so I'm going to go get some rest, guys. This is freaking awesome. Hey, great, Jill. Great coming by today. We spent quite a few freaking hours on stage.
Thank you for having me.
This was very meaningful, by the way. I must admit. You know, what's your take? What are the takeaways of the room, guys? Let's start with the queens first. Julie, your mic is cracked. Let's get your takeaway before we go.
I think it's been quite enlightening. The diverse opinions and discussions. I've certainly learned a lot to think about, a lot of takeaways. I liked Latanya's input, particularly with the diet as it relates to hair loss and healthy hair. So there's a huge connection between that, and it goes quite deep. And I've suffered from hair loss in the past, and I was privileged, blessed to have been able to overcome that problem. And it was very much diet related, a little bit of stress, but mainly diet related. Cleaned up my diet, changed things around, and I saw a huge improvement. So definitely onto something there, Latanya. And I think that this is an area that really needs to be talked about, because a lot of women, particularly women of color, suffer from this condition. It's just not really discussed as much as it should be. So it's certainly one that I would like to look at. Maybe we could raise that topic again sometime down the line on this forum. That would be really, really good to touch upon.
I'm definitely with you on that one.
Yes,
I've been trying to figure out where you're from, Miss Julia, this whole time with the accent. But I see you're from or went to school in the UK. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So, but that's definitely a topic that I'd like to pursue further. I mean, a lot of great things were shared here tonight. Some a bit controversial, some, but obviously needed to be discussed. But of course, that's what makes it rich, because we all have different viewpoints, and we can all come together and sort of try and make sense out of it. So I did get a lot out of it. So, until next time, I'm starting to wind down. My name's Juliet.
Very good.
And I am going to yield the mic for tonight until tomorrow.
Love it. And Juliet, you've entered into the family section of my life, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. And I most definitely welcome with open arms.
And yes, thank you. And I'm honored to be part of it. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Let's move on to Melissa. Melissa, you in the building? Melissa going twice. Melissa going 3 times. All right, Melissa, we'll get back to you. And let's get Miss Latanya back on. In fact, I'm so sorry. Is it Irina? Irina, after you're finished, kindly pass the mic over to the beautiful Queen Latanya.
Thanks a lot, Sean. I appreciate being a part of this conversation today. I did have a question for you, Sean.
Sure.
As we talked about 10K and the affiliate level, and hearing what we're talking about today, on the affiliate level, that's open to everyone, right? Regardless of pro, black first.
Oh, 1,000,000%, sweetheart, 1,000,000%.
Just double checking.
Yeah, one of the reasons we got into that conversation in the end is just that I'm a global thinker along with all the friends that I keep. And my broken down strategy is, the reason we were discussing pro-black is because we want to always make sure we're giving back to our community to keep raising our value, raising our commitment, raising our contribution, raising the value of the community so we can do better and we can achieve more. So whenever it comes to the conversation, I always make the declaration that step 1, I'm God first. Step 2, I'm a spiritual being next. And then step 3, I'm a black man. And then we have a conversation take place about that. But after you elevate from being a black man, you speak to the spiritual world. And the spiritual world is not unconditional love for you and your neighbors. And then when you believe in God, all things are possible through it.
Everything's possible. Yeah, I totally agree. But I have very much enjoyed the conversation today. Like I said earlier, as an immigrant to this country, I felt blessed every day to be here. So finding friends with forward thinkers and big thinkers gets me even more excited, more happy. And I just want to say thank you, Sean, for taking that time earlier when I first got on and challenging me as far as, keeping my 10X attitude and going forward. I'm as far as affiliate goes, that's the level I want to join, is the affiliate level. And
my God, look at you, young lady. You trying to get me with some red cheeks on my face right now?
Wow.
Shit.
That is awesome.
No, I understand and recognize opportunity when I see it. I just, I am a reader, and like J-Lo said, it's like, if you see something good, why do you hesitate to not move forward, right? And that's been my problem for a long time, analysis paralysis. I don't want it to be an issue for me anymore. And I'm always looking to find more ways to grow my wealth and, go and buy me some land.
I love that. Irena, do you know what you just did this evening as well?
What's that?
You just contributed towards two Queen on stage, Juliet and Melissa. J-Lo, you're going to love this. One of the policies that we have is normally we appoint either one or two mods for the evening. And the mods that's responsible to be the leading mods, they're the one who get to profit a percentage of all sales that happen in the room. How do you like that?
I'm totally here because of Juliet.
Here we go.
Yeah, we did the master moderator class with Isis Jada a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
And so when she invited me in, I'm thankful for that. I am growing my network and meeting people of value. And, my desire is to be able to add value to conversation as well as platforms.
Oh, man, you're freaking awesome.
She is.
Juliet, she just snuck up on us.
Yes, she did.
Snuck up, chill for a couple of hours.
She did.
And then probably prayed on it and say, God, thanks for the guidance. I'm going to pull the trigger.
I'm just happy to be at the table, you know what I'm saying? And I want to still be at the table. But as I've been sitting here listening to the conversation and being a part of it, I've been hitting up, my friends and family, their business people saying, hey, you guys need a digital card. I've been looking for a digital card and finally found one. So
nice. So what she's doing is she's pre-selling the product.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
And just this evening, we had a conversation?
Yep.
And she took action on it. That's what I'm talking about.
You just reminded me too, Sean, of the 10X movement, and I didn't start following Grant Cardone in October for nothing. So got to carry on and massive action. So yeah, I'm really happy to do that. I see that you sent me the invoice, so I'll be filling that out tonight.
You are so welcome, Queen. I'm proud of you.
Here's a quote for everybody. If offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat. Just get on.
Right. Amen to that one. I like that.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I'm gonna put that on my status immediately. I love it.
Well, and just know now you're on the 10K rocket, so let's go.
Let's rock. Oh man, that's
now,
it.
Who said that? Was that
Master Moderator is in the building. Sheila, you want to hear something so funny? I bought the 10K modsquad.com and I bought USAmodsquad.com. I think I also own the US Mod Squad. So what we're doing is that we're building a team of 10 moderators, and then every time we have an event, we can have professional moderators that show up and help with those events. And in our rooms, any one of our super mods, we're going to have 10 of them. And then after the 10, Juliet will create a waiting list. So we can have a list of 10 active members of the mod squad. And then they'll be earning that 20% commission in any room that they're in. Doesn't matter what it is. Because that's part of the agreement that we're going to have with the mod squad.
See, I knew this was a good room to come in. Thanks, Juliet.
Welcome now you are a moderator. Isn't that wonderful?
Master moderator, here we go.
That's right. So every time you're in this room, you are going to moderate.
And anytime anybody referred or who took ISIS's course is always has a special place in my heart as well. I love ISIS, so if you hung out with her, then you definitely deserve to be here.
Have you taken the course?
No. But she's been great. She and I are friends. Met on the app. So we definitely collaborate and support one another. So anything ISIS is involved, that I definitely support her. So
wonderful. Now, do you have a club? Do you have a club that you or room that you host regularly, so we can set there?
So I am. If you scroll down to the bottom, the first club, members only network. I am the founder of that club. We have not hosted a room lately, but we are going to start again. We had to take a little break. We used to run 36-hour rooms straight during when the pandemic was, when Clubhouse back in December, January, we would run a room for 36 hours straight. So, and that was week after week after week. So we had to take a little break, but we're going to get back to running rooms. It was just a business and networking room.
Oh, love it. Okay, so you're going to restart it?
We are, yes.
Okay, great. So we'll be on the lookout for that.
Yes, thank you. Everybody's
Thank you so much. That's it. And what's today? Today's Monday. Well, today's technically Tuesday. Jello, I'm challenging myself tomorrow, Tuesday, for us to hop on a call. I'll bring my son in, and we need to get this payment real, man. If you look on your back channel there, Jill. Let me see if I sent it over. Look on your back channel and click on the payment. Okay, hope you're invoicing. Well, okay, this is what's happening right now. So click on the link that I just sent you.
I did.
Right. When you click on the link, refresh. What the fuck is this? 1 second. Excuse my French. Let me see. 10K payments. That's interesting. Let me see what's happening here. 1 second. 10K payment forms. Enter. Click on this. That's interesting. Let me go see if their server is done. So what we did, let me send you this one. J200. Okay, check that link that I just. No. They're probably upgrading the service evening. When you click on the link, Gina, did you get to access it?
No, it's showing.
So they're probably upgrading the server then. Okay, so let me give them some time. And for the young queen, let me send her. Okay, so the young queen, let me send her Julie's card, so she goes straight through Julie's affiliate link. So Julia 10K.
Oh yeah, I can go through her Instagram and click on it.
Yeah, Juliet, I'm texting her right now.
Oh no, that's me. Question, Sean. So earlier we discussed that you have, once you get the info, you have it up running in an hour. So,
that is correct.
So tomorrow, about what time can I expect that?
So as soon as you're finished making the payment, we're gonna send you the intake form to put all the information that you want to appear on the card. As you press enter, our team is gonna get that ready for you within 60 minutes, and I will just send that back to you.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
Okay, and I'm so proud of you for being in the environment, really taking it all in, and then making a decision to move forward. Okay, so
I was happy
for that.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep, at the end of the day, we always want to make sure that the clients are fully informed before they pull the trigger. Because the buyer's remorse,
No, I applaud her also for just taking action. And that's another thing, to stop hesitating about everything. Take action, do a quick due diligence, but moving forward, taking action is what we have to do as people to keep progressing. So I applaud you for that, Raina.
Thank you so much. Also, Jayla, with your business, I sent you a DM. I just have some questions about that because I noticed that you're in New Zealand as well, and that's huge for us as far as like making payments and whatnot. So I was just wondering. I have some questions for you.
Okay, I'll check it now. Thanks.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, see, that's how the connections are made, guys.
Yeah, definitely, J-Lo. I'd like to find out a bit more about how this works. So I'll DM you.
Thank you. Looking forward to connecting with everybody.
Okay.
Oh yeah. All right, guys, this was a beautiful room. And I'm looking forward to 10 o'clock. Who's available for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning? We will be right here. So, Irene, let me slide into your DM right now.
I said that sounds like 7 a.m. my time. I don't think I will.
Yeah, that's going to be for you West Coasters. For you West Coasters, might be a bit too early.
Yeah. Although I do pop in the John Lee's room, the UK mod, they're typically up at 4 o'clock. So they're probably about to start there. Yeah. So I pop in, just show my face for 30 minutes, and I get out of there.
Love it. All right, guys, it was a beautiful evening, very, very enlightening, and I'm looking forward to staying in touch. Latanya, it's such a pleasure meeting you this evening. Let me give you a follow. In fact, let me make sure I'm following everyone on stage. Boom.
Not following me, 10K. Funny enough.
Yeah, you're funny. You're funny. Yeah. I made sure we took care of that situation a minute ago. All right, guys, look, it was so awesome being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We can make it either in the morning or in the evening. All right, Juliet, the master moderator, is in the building. So, you'll just click on Julie's card, and then you'll make a purchase from her order now button, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You got it, my dear.
Where's Queen Melissa? Is she there?
I want to be
Yes, ma'am.
There she is.
Yes, ma'am.
She's
You're going to
back.
be quiet.
She's back.
No, I'm at work.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What the heck? What time is it? In your neck of the woods, Melissa?
1:31.
I was like, some people work third shift, 10K.
Damn.
People work.
Okay, I respect that. Now, once you put in the time, there'll come a time when you can look back and be like, you know what? I'm glad I did. So yeah. I salute you, Queen, and you'll be fine.
Thank you.
All right, now let me go check out something and see what's going on because I think jot form is down. All right, guys, let me get to work on the technical settings. What's happening here now?
Can I?
All right, guys. Sorry.
Sean, I sent you a message.
Let me
the
check.
back channel regarding Nina in London.
All right, let me check right now. Not on my text message. Let me check my DM.
No, it's to your back channel. Clubhouse.
I looked at it. I didn't see. I'm not seeing it. So let me text you right now. I'm going to text you right now. Say pause up on your phone, Sean. Yeah, it did not pop up, my dear. Did you see it or no?
Juliet, do you see the message on your DM that you sent?
Oh, I'm looking. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it was DM. Maybe I DM'd it.
Yeah, let me check my DM now.
I'll just resend another one.
All right. Let's see. And it's definitely not text message. Because I was on wait a minute, I was on my other phone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. I have to actually hear.
Yeah, so it would have been the other phone, yes.
Yes, it is when I want to walk around with more than one phone. So. And it's so funny. Yesterday I checked this phone and saw, are you in the US? Of course I am. Of course. All right, that takes care of that. That's enough of that. Let me go here. Back. Request. Yeah, you were my request, my dear. Akim Nina says she was looking for the membership of the.
Hey, Sean.
What's up,
Anybody in the room? I'm about to pop into one of the UK rooms really quickly, but I just want to say good night to everybody. And shoot me a message if you have any questions about anything tonight.
You got it, brother. And guys, as I said, Jillo is a trusted brother of mine.
We're in business together. We'll be doing big stuff together. So if he's in your wheelhouse, definitely tap in with him, okay?
And one more time, the quote: if you're offered a seat on the rocket ship, don't ask what seat. Just get on.
Just get on. There we go. Say less, brother. You got it. Cheers, man.
Long life to you, King.
That's right. Okay, so definitely yes, Juliet. Let's go for it. So when she go online, click on the menu that have all the products, and then she'll choose to become a partner, and then we'll take the rest from there. Sounds good?
Okay. So all she's gonna do with the
just choose to become a partner.
She'll make the payment, and then she'll go on to my.
So let her go. No. So let her go onto your card.
Right.
Click on the option that says order your 10K card. And when she click on order your 10K card, it's gonna give her the option to choose to become a partner.
Gotcha.
Okay, all right, no problem. Let her do that. Thank you so much, guys.
So you sent her the new one.
No. Let her just click on your card.
No, what I mean is the invoice. She wanted a different invoice sent.
No, ignore the invoice now. Go onto your card and let her click on the option that says order your 10K card.
Which
together
is,
with her.
Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
Right, so
okay.
just have her go directly on Julia 10K. I click on Julia 10K. I go to the bottom that says order your 10K card. Click on that. Then choose the menu. In fact, wait. Oh, it's right on the main page actually. Just let her click become a partner. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. You got it, sweetheart. Take care.
All right.
Good guys, night, thank you so much. See you in the morning.
This has been great. Night, everyone. Bye-bye. Yeah.